The saying "up the creek
Without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep.
Talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller's still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now.
Days and Marks on 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm your host, John Marks, with no headphones.
Hey, John.
Can you hear me? Ray, can you send somebody in with a pair of headphones? The one pair in here doesn't work. And someone stole my headphones.
Vito.
Do they work over there? They're not hardwired? All right, thank you. The ones I grabbed didn't have it.
Hurry up and play those sound drops. He can't hear them.
We say good morning, everybody listening on the radio, listening on the Fanatic app, as I often do. Well, I actually say, hey, Alexa, play 97.5 The Fanatic. Good morning to everybody watching on YouTube. I put out a brand new Philly baseball talk last night when it was announced that Andrew Painter was going down, down, down. So check that out. But actually, don't. Just listen to us right now. Good morning to Ray Dunn, who's back from being a big TV star. Hi, Ray.
Morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic today. Doesn't my throat sound better?
You do sound better.
Yeah, I still don't know what happened, but I'm okay.
I was worried about you.
I'm okay. I'm doing well. Sean Brace, good morning. Hello.
What up? Did Ray get TV shine last night? Yesterday?
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah, because when I got the kids from camp,
Hey, Ray.
And at some point I turned on the TV and it was on NBC Sports Philadelphia. Oh, look who it is. Because then my daughter goes, it's the leprechaun.
Hey, it's the leprechaun.
It's Ray.
They must have a lower third for me that says, if you went to high school with Ray, send him a picture of him on TV. Because that's my purpose on NBC Sports Philadelphia, is someone I haven't heard from in years being like, whoa, dude.
We went to high
on
school
TV?
together. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
doing
that's me.
media. Yeah, no.
I'm a big star.
I grew a beard, but pretty much the same guy.
That's it.
All right, Andrew Painter. Actually, last night when I did the Philly baseball talk, it was before they released him. Well, not released him. They sent him down to AAA. No,
Yeah.
They're not going to release him.
Yeah.
They sent him down. And so I was like, well, now I got to redo it because it really didn't change anything that I said because it was pretty clear they were going to send him down. There's no way you're going to put him back out there again. Everybody agrees on that.
You nailed it. I wasn't really 100% on your side, but I saw the vision. You nailed it, though. You absolutely were spot on.
But, it mattered what happened in the game. And he, again, is struggling when you watch him. So, there's a lot to unpack with it. It's absolutely the right move. He needs to go down and kind of reset. And you had talked about a stint on the IL, maybe a phantom injury, but then he doesn't get the pitch. Because what he needs more than anything is he needs the pitch. Yeah. I even had somebody reach out. I think it was a comment in the YouTube thing that said, why don't they send him the single A? It's actually not a bad idea. Because if he goes to AAA, last year he got beat up in AAA. So it should be really no surprise what happened this year. If he goes down to AAA and has a 6 ERA, that's not good for him.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's going down to the minors. I guess, Scott, you're going to have to tell me because I didn't see it. Scott Lauber, did he tweet this out, Ray?
When he was on this morning with Kincade and Salciunas.
So he said it this morning. He said he thinks the plan is for Painter to go down for 3 or 4 starts and then reassess and bring him back up after the All-Star break. Do you have it? All right, let's hear Scott Lauber. Go ahead.
I would be surprised if it's like a long-term thing. Like, I think given their depth or lack thereof, they probably want to get him right, get him feeling good, get him to a point where he's got, 2, 3, 4, 5 really good starts under his belt and then can bring him back with some momentum. But I don't think this is like a banishment to AAA for the rest of the regular season. I think that they're hopeful that he'll be back in that rotation at some point.
Yeah, they were hopeful he was going to be good this year, too, and he wasn't. And I'm not going to say that the Phillies are saying this to Scott Lauber because listening to that, I don't know that. It feels like that's what he thinks.
It was him making a guess.
Yeah, maybe it's an informed opinion. I'm not really sure. Let me say this. To put a timetable on Andrew Painter coming back up to the majors is not a wise move. Because if he struggles down there, now he's failed again. as opposed to just sending him down and saying, hey, he's a really talented pitcher. He knows how to pitch. We got a lot of things that we need to work on. And because the reality is, Andrew Painter in the minor leagues, I don't know if a lot of people don't realize this because there's been a lot of crap that's been out there about Andrew Painter, has 26 appearances in the minors, 26 starts in the minors. Wasn't down there for 2 or 3 years. He had 4 starts the year after he was drafted, and then he had 22 starts in 2023. He dominated on 3 levels in 2023. Excuse me, in 2022. He dominated in 3 levels. 1.56 ERA, many more strikeouts than innings pitched. He dominated low A, high A, and he came up to Reading at the end of the year, and he dominated up there. He was great. That's why he went into 2023 as a guy that possibly could make the rotation. He had that kind of stuff. He was the top pitching prospect in baseball. 2023 spring training, he has discomfort. Before you know it, they shut him down. He has Tommy John surgery in July of 2023. But he was poised to make the major league roster at the age of 19. He would have been turning 20 in April 10th of that season in 2023. He would have turned 20. I think he makes the team. His stuff's not back after Tommy John. It's just not. He's got good velocity. He's got no life on any of his pitches. But what people need to realize is that the life that he had on his pitches back when he was 19 and 20 years old, or 19 years old in the minors, he doesn't have anymore. So he was able to breeze through lower levels of minor league baseball without gaining a lot of experience. Again, 26 starts for a guy that's now in the majors. Now, he was in AAA last year after Tommy John, and he had a 5.26 ERA. So if the Phillies really are looking at it as, hey, 3 or 4 starts, you get right, we bring it back up, there's a pretty good chance he doesn't get it right down in the minors. There's actually no reason to believe that he is going to get it right based on what he did last year at AAA and what he did this year in Major League Baseball. So more than anything, I've seen a lot of overreaction with Painter out there, and we'll get into some of it. He's still a very young pitcher. He still can be a very good pitcher. But the thing about it, Sean, is that I don't know if his stuff's going to come back. I'm not going to sit here and blow smoke up your keister and tell you that he's never going to be able to pitch again or he's going to be fine. I don't know that. His current stuff isn't good enough to be an effective major league pitcher.
No, that's correct.
And you give him the chance to go down, and that's that.
Oh, yeah. Look, he's had 14 starts this year with the Phillies. 2 starts, he has reached 6 innings. 2 starts. That's it. He had 1 good start to start the season, and I feel like it's been downhill ever since, right? Like, yeah, we'll mix in a couple good starts here and there, but it's all about the stuff. And when your fastball is getting smacked, barreled, we talked about that, hitting it hard, it leaves the guessing out of it when you're evaluating this pitcher. Now, from the perspective of the Phillies, did they do the right thing? I don't. Is this a punishment? No, this is where he belongs. It's where he belongs right now.
When he said this isn't a banishment, no one thinks it's a banishment, but it also doesn't mean that you set the expectation of, just go down, 3 or 4 starts, you'll be fine. Why do I think he's going to be fine? He said it after the game. Give me some Andrew Painter after the game there, Raymond. Andrew Painter after the game trying to explain what's going on with him and how he fixes it.
Early on, just kind of leaving fastballs open to play. The fastball's just getting hit right now. So, I think we just got to evaluate and just trying to find out who I am as a pitcher right now. So I'm just trying to navigate through that.
Yep, both home runs were fastballs. And then what you saw after that, I went back and I watched his 2 innings again after the game. Mm-hmm. And what you see after that is in counts where you should be, if your fastball is a plus pitch, you use it a lot. He has no confidence in throwing it. So after giving up the home runs, now in a count where he has to throw a fastball, he's not, because he's afraid of giving up a big hit or a home run. JT, or it was Stubbs yesterday, is he going to call a fastball when they're mashing the fastball? So he has to change the way. He's got to manage the pitcher.
Sure.
And his secondary stuff isn't good enough right now to where in a count where it's okay, maybe they're expecting fastball and he throws a slider or something, he can't throw it for strikes. So that's how you get down. Now it's 3-1, and now you have to throw a fastball, and they know it, or he's walking guys. It all starts with his fastball. His fastball's 98 miles an hour. It's as straight as an arrow, and guys want to see it. He's got to go to the minors and figure that out.
Yeah, there's a lot to figure out. Bringing it back to the big club, now what for the Phillies, right? Like, this was your 5th starter. So who's going to replace him? And again, he wasn't pitching great, so it's not that big of a loss, but let's take it even further down the road. The expectations, the evaluation that you spent all this time, I know we're going to talk about it, the missed opportunities over the past years, maybe to move off of them. I know it's revisionist history, but there's so much with the fact that Painter is not lived up to the hype, to the expectation. Nope. This is bad. This is a really bad spot for the Phillies. Hopefully he's able to figure it out, but like you said, I don't know. There's not really too much as far as me when it comes to enthusiasm that he's going to go down there and all of a sudden figure out where he could spot his fastball, get some Greg Maddux going. I don't see that happening. Although he is 23, he's young as heck.
He needs to develop a cutter or a fastball that has movement. Because throwing a straight fastball 98, this isn't 1983,
dude.
Bro. They want you to throw a straight 98 mile.
I brought it up multiple times. Those A's home runs were some of the farthest hit balls I've seen all season.
And when you can't command your secondary pitches, you can't throw them for strikes. What is the batter worried about?
Even yesterday, they were elevated. It's not a good spot right now. He doesn't have confidence.
No. His
fastball isn't there. It's the right move by the Phillies, and it's unfortunate because the expectations were this kid was just going to continue to climb from fifth starter to what? To what? 4 next year because you would still have Wheeler, Luzardo, and, of course, Sanchez, and just continue to move up. And he's one of the youth of this franchise. There's not very many of them, and now we don't have him.
Yep, 26. Remember, 26 appearances in the minors, so the fact that he had Tommy John surgery and his stuff hasn't regained, he doesn't have the experience. He has 26 starts after high school. So think about that. Since high school, he's had 26 professional starts prior to getting shelled in AAA and then this year.
Did the Phillies get anything wrong, in your opinion?
No.
Asking a 23-year-old off a major surgery come in, help out a playoff contender?
I would love to talk about that coming up next.
All right.
I would love to. And also, everybody out there that now says the Phillies should have traded Andrew Painter in 2023, stay tuned and come on down. 610-632-0975. Yep, exactly. They should have traded the best pitching prospect in baseball in 2023. As now it's very easy to say in hindsight.
If I could turn back the hands of time, I would have done it.
Right, of course. And the Phillies again. Oh, the Phillies again. They suck. They should have traded them. Your thoughts on the text line, Davis on the text line, your thoughts with your voice memos and your phone calls, 610-632-0975. A Jalen Carter story coming out as well. That's next segment after some Phillies talk. Middays with Marks, 97.5. With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
He's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what? Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And then I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up. All
I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won it. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air. After he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? There's only the only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
Well, we're living
Oh, come on. Hello, Ray.
Big Billy Joel fan today, huh?
Always been.
This is a good song. See, I don't mind some of the Uptown Girl is on one of my playlists. That's poppy Billy Joel. It's not We Didn't Start the Fire Billy Joel, but it's a hit. But I like the hits. I don't need to go full piano man like Ray. I'm not a bougie Billy Joel fan.
Anything Billy Joel, man. Sign me up.
Yeah? I seen Billy Joel in concert.
Yeah, I've seen him a couple times. I've seen him
You
at
have?
Madison Square Garden.
Whoa! Well, you had the residency up there.
Yeah.
A bottle
That's
of
pretty
red,
cool.
a bottle of white.
Man, scenes from Italian restaurant you put on anytime.
Come on down with Ray Dunn tonight.
Do you know how nauseating it must be in New York to watch
No,
Billy Joel?
I
I'm
can't.
out.
Can't even think about that place right now today.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, yeah. When's the parade,
It'd be a
Johnny?
great-
Well, Tex Shukri, he's up there.
Yeah, he is. It'd be
Is
a
he?
great day for a tidal wave. Yeah, I'm kind of confused on him. I'm not trying to take us off the track here.
So here's why I consider it okay, because he was born in New York. His family's up in Boston, so he was up in Boston a long time, and now he lives in Philly. So he's really got a lot going on.
Understood. I'm with you. You know that. I'm comfortable. I get it. But didn't we just say that he's a Celtics fan? And then he's running around in Knicks gear today?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It
I'm
doesn't.
kinda-
Yeah, don't have a real.
Yeah.
like, he's a fan of everybody. I would say.
And you know what? He comes off like that.
He
so
does.
good for him.
It
He's a
works
happy,
for him.
He's a happy human being. I like him.
He's not like us. Unhappy human beings.
Well, if I could cheer for every team that wins, I'd be a lot happier.
Wouldn't that be great? Isn't that what Bryce Harper did once upon a time? Yankees, Cowboys.
Nashville Predators,
Ohio State,
Vegas. Yeah, that's what we need. We need to mix it up.
When I interviewed Bryce, I was trying to not talk about. He's a huge sports fan, so I was trying not to talk about just him in baseball. I was trying to talk about sports. So I asked. I said, "You're a big." I didn't go Cowboys. I went, "You're a big." I don't know if it was Duke or Ohio State, and he goes, "Yeah, I respect the program." You could tell he got all tense, and I was like, "No, like I'm not trying to set a trap for you or anything."
Yeah.
And then I just started naming some players, and he was like right away smiling and talking about it.
He literally has houses in multiple states. Like, I feel like if you live there, you can support.
Yeah,
Right?
whatever he wants to do.
It is Bryce Harper, yes.
He's from Vegas.
Who, by the way, All-Star game, promos, commercials running yesterday. Who's front and center? I don't think it's regional. So he's in the game.
So there will be pressure for him to.
Yeah.
Now he's got to hold up his end of the bargain and not go in the toilet.
26 days until the 2026 All-Star game.
His average is below 260, isn't it?
I guess we only find out if he becomes elite or
Not
he
elite
continues
this
to be
year.
good.
That's for sure, Sean.
What's below elite?
Dombrowski's right.
What's below elite? Like, really good?
All-star level?
Freddie Freeman. That's what. That's
Yeah,
really the comparison he made.
Freddie Freeman, see? Can he be really good, see?
I guess we only find out if he becomes elite or he continues to be good.
Back to the 80s Billy Joel, all right?
And by the way, just for everybody out there, it doesn't mean what he said was wrong. He should have never said it. Of course,
I
we
guess
don't.
we only find out if he becomes elite or he continues to be
All
good.
right, anyway, so this is where I need you guys to say, how bad is he, John?
Okay.
Andrew Painter's really bad.
Well, John, how bad is he?
He's so bad that in his first 14 appearances of his Phillies career, he has the highest ERA since 1923. If you can tell me the name of the pitcher in 1923 with a worse ERA, I will buy you lunch.
How about that Johnny Callis? I don't know. I have
Just
no
have that be your answer for every old school.
Yeah,
guy.
that's it. Yep.
It
Right.
starts with an R.
So you read the same thing I did.
Yes. I'm not mad. I forgot.
Oh, you don't remember?
I don't remember.
Riggs Ratoni is the guy's name. You got a name?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
His name is Ralph Head.
I'm a big Ralph Head fan. Once had the jersey.
Yep, 1923. He's the only one with a higher ERA in his first 14 appearances of his career, Phillies career. 7.06 for Andrew Painter. So when you say, is it as bad? It is. And going into the season, we had all the expectations, and like people should have high expectations on the players. There's also realistic expectations. And the expectation that Aiden Miller was going to be starting and the rookie of the year this year was ridiculous. And writers have to do this because it's their job, and Eric Carabel's a Phillies fan, so that's why he did it. But the Sheffield Shuffler guy that ripped me because I said that it's unrealistic and it's ridiculous to think that Aiden Miller is going to be starting by May.
What up, Pete?
And that he's going to be the rookie of the year. Like, no, stop with the expectation. If it happens, that's great. It shouldn't be a realistic expectation for a guy that's never played an inning of third base in his career. So with Andrew Painter, it wasn't unrealistic to think that he could pitch to a 3.5 ERA or a 4 ERA, even for what he did last year in AAA. Because he was coming off Tommy John surgery, and a lot of times the big jump is the year after he has Tommy John, you struggle with command, so the year after that, you're that much better. He's not that much better this year. But it wasn't ridiculous to want him to take that next step. The bottom line is he hasn't. And my biggest thing wasn't ERA. It was sticking the entire season in the big leagues, which means he stayed healthy and he pitched well enough not to get sent down. Well, it's June friggin' whatever, and he's getting sent down. So it's a disaster already. And can you salvage it by him turning it around? Yeah, you can. I don't think that's going to happen this year.
Wow. Yeah, it is a disaster. June 17th. And I just remember you saying that heading into the preseason. It was like, this is what I would view as a good season for or a target for Andrew Painter this year, is to keep him up and stay at the pro ball level. And I kind of looked at it like, that's it? That's all he's got to do? And it was the right way of looking at it. And he didn't even meet that goal. And here we are in June, as you said. And it just adds another layer to the conversation of, like, the troubles that the Phillies have. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of glaring holes for a team that can't beat the top dogs, a team that's in that second tier, if we're fair about it, a team that has potential, a team that we, have them at the championship bar. But if we're honest and realistic, man, this team I don't think has a championship caliber roster, and I don't know if we should have expectations or so.
No, outside of you have great starting rotation at the top, and it's baseball, so anything can happen if you get hot at the right time. And that's true, but that's not something that you really want to hang your hat on. And because we've seen it. We've seen the bullpen not be good enough. Starters in the playoffs, it's not that it doesn't happen, but you're not going 8 innings in the playoffs normally. None of these Philly starters have really done that. So if you get 6 or 7 innings, that's a plus. Now you got to find 2 or 3 innings from the bullpen. Bullpen hasn't been great this year. And then your lineup's the same problems that you've had in previous years. So, we're bitching about, we're the rich guys bitching about what's on the buffet at the country club. But that's where we are because we won a championship. So that's where we are. That's the people that we're talking to. So I want to know where people are right now with all of this on the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Name, location, occupation, and also the voice memo on the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Your thoughts on what's going on with the Phillies and Andrew Painter and what they should do next. I think setting an expectation, and again, this seems like it came from Scott Lauber, setting an expectation to get him back up in 4 weeks or after the All-Star break, there should be no expectation other than he's going down and everything's going to be fine. Yeah, they don't need to be overly negative. They don't need to freak out. This shouldn't be like, hey, listen, I know you're disappointed. We're here for you. Let's figure this out, man. You got too much talent. You're going to be back. That's the way they should look at it. Man, setting an expectation, that should not happen.
And let me just ask you this: as far as getting him on the right path, again, you're not a pitching coach for this organization, but what do you suggest would be the number one glaring issue that they need to work on? Is
fastball.
It's just the fastball? Is it location? Is it something, just a little bit more taken off of it? Just try and work it a little bit more earlier in counts? I don't, is it just something that they can do? Is it feasible with that fastball?
Two-seam fastball, cutter, whatever you want to call it. Straight fastball is not working.
Yeah.
So you can have that four-seamer. Zach Wheeler throws a four-seam fastball. That's his high-velocity fastball. But he can't just throw that. His secondary pitches are what makes him a great pitcher. Everybody can throw 98 miles an hour these days. For the most part.
You're right.
It doesn't do anything.
That's not pitching.
That's the four-seamer. But you can't just throw that. And that's all Painter has right now. He can't throw those secondary pitches for strikes. So if you're a batter and you go up there, you're saying, all right, he may luck into throwing a slider or a sweeper for a strike. I'm not going to chase it. I'm just going to sit fastball. So that's what happened. So they sit fastball and they crush it.
Dude, it's raw meat going into the bigs up against these guys, how good they are, the hitting coaches, how great they are. And you're seeing it right now. That is now 4 straight games where he's given up a home run. And check this, he's given up 2, 2, 1, and 2 in his last 4 starts. So that tells you all you need to know. They're not missing.
No.
He is, though.
He's not. He got a couple swings and misses. He's walking guys, and he's getting behind in counts all the time. All right, Caleb Gotham. This is after the game. He's talking about Andrew Painter. No, not after the game.
Phillies extra with Scott Lauber.
I saw that in the email. Here's the Phillies pitching coach talking about.
Specifically to the fastball, like his ability to pitch down in the zone, throw strikes at the bottom, to not show them the up quite as much, will maximize his chance to get a swing and miss when he needs to go up. So I think it's one of those things, like if you throw the fastball up, their eyes have seen it. The foul ball turns maybe into a ball in play and kind of cascades up the damage hierarchy, and that foul ball might turn into whiff if it's the first time they saw it. So I think just a little bit of hiding the ball from the hitter, not showing them the best location. And to me, that's control of the zone and control of height.
Yeah, he's got to develop.
I like that.
So very few pitchers develop at such a young age. He sits out 2 seasons and comes back, and there was no developing during that time. He is now developing as a pitcher. I don't know what would happen if he didn't get injured. I don't know. I mean, something tells me that once they figured him out, he was going to have to develop some more. You can do that on the major league level. With his stuff, he can't do that right now.
Yeah, it's a shame the Tommy John surgery. It really took a toll on him.
It did.
You know, mentally, who knows? Physically, possibly, but clearly he is a different pitcher. As you pointed out, you look at those numbers, what he was on pace to do before the surgery and where he's at post-surgery. Yeah, it's a different pitcher, which is a shame because the expectations were there. And I, look, I was talking about it earlier to start the show. Like, I'm okay. Now what if the fifth starter? Because you got to have.
Good question. We haven't addressed that.
You can't roll Taijuan Walker out there, and I know he's not here anymore. Don't get me wrong, but that's the expectation now. Is you go get Taijuan Walker and you cross your fingers. Someone in Taijuan Walker's
a
caliber.
Taijuan Walker type.
Thank you. Yes. So you cross your fingers. He can give you 5 innings every 5th day.
How about 4 innings? And 3 runs.
I thought that was for Nola with the 4th start.
Well, that's his quality start. You need another Nola quality starter.
And QS.
You do, and then the offense needs to show up. Enough of this crap with the offense. These guys got to hit. Right? Like, you have the luxury of having the number 1-2 punch in baseball as far as starting pitchers. You have Jesus Luzardo, who is an excellent 3. Right? Like, sorry. Nola's not great this year, but whatever. Like, you got to – no, Ray – I'm not worried about the 5th starter at all. If they can't friggin' figure out a bullpen game or Rangel comes up and he gives you 3 or 4 innings to start, I'm not worried about it at all.
We're replacing a guy who has a 7 ERA right now. That's the bar. If you can't trip over that bar, we'll find someone else to try and trip over that bar. That's where we're at right now. We got a text yesterday when we were doing the whole post-game breakdown on Filtered. We're like, you can't do a bullpen game right now. I don't know what everybody watched yesterday.
That was
it was 2 innings from your starter. That was a bullpen game.
That's what I'm saying. So Alan Rangel was he's been at AAA. He's been in the majors. He's had a couple of, I think,
14 innings, I think.
Yeah, just a little bit. He's a 4 ERA guy down in the minors. He doesn't give you great length. Pause. But you would expect him to come up and give you 3, 4, or 5 innings.
Is it big?
That's about it. And that has to be the expectation.
I like feeling it in my hands.
There's nobody down in the minors that's going to come up right now and give you 6 innings of 3-run ball. Not every start. Gage Wood, their first-round draft pick next year, would he be considered? I don't think so at this point. He hasn't pitched more than 4 innings once this year. So he's not going to come up and, all right, well, he can give you 5 innings. He hasn't done that on the minor league level. Now, the difference is, with Painter, when you watch Andrew Painter starts, you never have wow moments. You guys watch a lot of Phillies games. Are there wow moments with Andrew Painter when you watch him?
Except for that first start? No, not really.
Yeah. For me, it was forced. I was trying to wow myself because of the expectations and the enthusiasm for this kid. That first start was there were some moments.
You watch him now, but is there anything where it's like, because you can give up 7 runs, but you can also have stuff to where you're like, wow, that's unbelievable. So Gage Wood could come up. He's not going to give you any more than 3 or 4 innings, and he's still developing the secondary pitches. We're talking about development. He still needs development. If you needed to bring him up, you'd watch him pitch and be like, damn, look at that fastball. He's got a rising fastball. Nothing flat on Gage Wood. He gets lots of swings and misses, but it might end up giving up 6 runs in 2 innings like Painter does. But right now, I just need somebody that can come up and keep you in the game for the first 4 innings.
Yeah, and you'd have to wonder what type of ripple effect this will have for the organization. And I don't expect even to Gage Wood to even be discussed right? Is his name even being brought up to come up to the majors?
Maybe it's brought up,
Yeah,
but
maybe-
I wouldn't do it.
Just quickly moving on, like, no, it's too early. But, John, this whole farm system is really troublesome, right? Like, the whole team. Like, what is going on right now? You talk about Crawford. You talk about, of course, with Painter, and we know that he's up against some bad luck with the surgery. But other than that, like, what else is there to help? We talk about the Brewers and why they're so damn good. Well, take a look at their farm system. The Guardians, they continue to put it together. These aren't championship caliber ball clubs at the end of the day. Only the Dodgers are, who also have a good farm system, believe it or not.
Usually and
The
always.
Phillies are in the bottom half of the farm system, and that's even kind of giving them a little bit of a bump.
Yeah, I think by the end of the season, it'll be less than that because their top guys really haven't played.
How
Haven't played well.
unacceptable is that? That's
It's bad. It is. It's bad.
This is bad.
Yeah.
This is very, very bad.
It's now in any year that can change quickly, but you're talking about guys that are years away. Their number 3 prospect right now is he's not even 18 years old. He's 17 years old. He's playing in the Dominican League. Edgar Renneray's kid, but he's a real prospect. He's 17. So if we want to be super optimistic, in 4 years he could possibly be in the majors, right? Like he's not coming up at 17.
I feel like it's been literally decades since I've had some good feeling about this minor league, the minor leagues, the farm system for the Phillies, like Utley, Rollins, and Howard.
The guy,
and Hamels.
Unfortunately, the guys that you went into the season saying, like, if they take the step forward, now we look at it a lot differently. If Crawford looks like a potential all-star type player, if Painter pitches well, if Aiden Miller hasn't played a game.
Yep.
Right? So there's a lot of reasons to kind of.
Does Mick Gable still count? Do you get?
Man, I'd like that Mick Gable right now, Ray. That's for sure. Maybe they did trade the wrong guy. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
So text line, and then I want to get into this. They should have traded Andrew Painter thing. What are the people saying out there on the Davis Honda text line?
They're going down this path that Brace just brought up here about the prospects. Tom Monco Roadwork guy saying, looking at this team, I'm having flashbacks to the Ruben Amaro Jr. era, an aging team with prospects that don't pan out. Anyone remember Tommy Joseph or Cody Ashe?
Tojo. Well, Tojo was a trade, too. They traded for Tojo.
Giants, right?
Yeah. But to your point, the young guys did not develop. And the trades that they made, getting rid of guys, they didn't. Like, you look at the Nats, right? Look at their team. Their shortstop, what's his name?
Abrams.
C.J. Abrams. That was a trade. James Wood was a trade.
He was just ripping the cover off the
Who's a
baseball.
stud.
Yeah, he's
So
incredible.
when you make the trades, you need to when you trade big time players, you trade your prospects. Let's get some players in return. They haven't done that, and they didn't do that back then.
Yeah, and I got to be fair because I'm always one of these guys that say trade the prospects. But if they do that, and then now I'm complaining about the farm system 2 years later, you're like, that's the rub. But this is the reality of where we're at. That's the issue. You spend the money, and I feel like we're crossing fingers with the hope that these other guys that come up that can fill in the holes between the Schwarbers, the Harpers, the Turners can produce, and it's just not paying off. And it's crazy because if you were able to get one, Ray, like if Crawford was a legitimate player, a starter in the majors, and not a rookie being forced into this opportunity, just think about the difference that he would make in this lineup, and it's not happening.
You mentioned spending the money, and Jason in Westchester. I know fans cry about the Dodgers and want a salary cap, but Phillies better pray a salary cap is not instituted. They can't develop a system of prospects. They'll be in a world of trouble if they can't spend.
He's right. The Flyers, when they first went to the salary cap in the NHL, Ed Snyder it was the Rangers and the Flyers would outspend everybody. So that's how it was. All right, who's the guy that's available now? Let's sign him. There was no cap. Ed Snyder would spend money, but that's not always the wise move to make. So the Phillies are where they are right now because they spend, not because of their prospects. It should be a credit to John Middleton because he's willing to write the big checks. Do people realize how much money the Phillies spend? They spend as much or more than the Yankees. They spend with the Mets. The Dodgers spend more than anybody else, but still they defer a lot of that money. John Middleton could very easily be 10th in spending and pocket that money. He doesn't do that. He's a top 5 guy. He outspends the Cubs, the Red Sox, all these teams. He'll outspend everybody, Sean Brace.
Yeah, I'm just looking at some rankings here, and this is, do what you want. But MLB, as far as .com, they ranked the minor league systems. 24 preseason ranked 22. 24 midseason ranked 16. 25 preseason ranked 17. 25 midseason ranked 21. So
Midseason rank went up? I don't know how the hell That would happen.
17 to 21. No, drop.
So, wait, it dropped.
Yeah, it went
Yeah, because none of the guys are doing anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who the standouts are. Now, as far as trading them, and I wanted to add this because I saw a lot. I was very active last night on social media and doing podcasts and stuff, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw the collateral damage from Andrew Painter getting sent down and having the bad start. And there was a lot of, should have traded Painter in 2023. This is insane. You would have won the World Series. Some other people that send him down, release him, trade him, whatever. He'll never pitch for the Phillies again. Yeah, release him. That's a great idea. Just release him. Outright release him. Don't send him back down the minors where you can control him for as long as you want to. Great idea. But the idea that they should have traded him back in 2023, and you just brought it up. They are called prospects for a reason. Through injury, through just becoming ineffective, to whatever it is, there's been a lot of prospects that have come down the pike for the Phillies that have never developed.
Yep.
Andrew Painter was the top prospect in baseball in 2023. The top pitching prospect in baseball.
That's crazy.
He was one of the top prospects overall in baseball. So, the Phillies in 2023, with a 19-turning 20-year-old phenom that dominated single-A and double-A the year before, you're expecting them to now trade him for some unnamed player that was going to bring them a World Series 3 years down the line in hindsight? Oh, get over yourself. You were never going to trade Andrew Painter in 2023. No Phillies fan talked about trading Andrew Painter in 2023, and the Phillies sure as hell weren't looking to trade Andrew Painter in 2023. So let's stop with this. I know everybody's upset and they're disappointed because he hasn't been good. You'd be mad at the Phillies, be mad at Andrew Painter, whatever you want to do. But let's not go down this path where the Phillies suck because they should have traded him and they made more bad decisions because they didn't trade him. Stop. Nobody's trading the top pitching prospect in baseball that is just mowing through the minor leagues. He got traded, dude. That's part of being a prospect.
That's it. You know who's got the number one prospect right now in all of minor leagues? We talked about
It's the shortstop.
Yeah. Jesus Mate.
Yeah.
Jesus Made. Yeah, from the Brewers, of course. 19 years old, shortstop. Then you go A's and then Pittsburgh Pirates. Those are your top three.
All right, more Phillies coming up here. Also, Albert Breer put together an NFL mailbag, and he talked about the potential holdup of the Jalen Carter extension. Is there one, and what is it? That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5. Let's talk about, man, it's my favorite app. I was doing it last night. Actually, let me pull it up right now. The Bet Parks online casino and sports app is amazing. Love it. You can bet right on your phone, wherever, whenever, and you can do everything. So right now, I'm looking at the NFC. All right, NFC East, and I'm doing a 4-leg parlay. So if you think the Birds, the Bears, the Bucks, and the Rams win their division, Ray, check this out. 5,098. It's a plus 5,098. So I went 4-leg parlay division winners. Birds, Bears, Bucks, Rams. How about that? So that's what I'm playing with. Throw $10 on that. That happens. You're winning over $500. That's the beauty of the BetParks online casino and sportsbook app. You can do everything from Philadelphia baseball to the soccer that's going on right now. And how about hot online games, hot online slots, blackjack, roulette, poker, a little bit of everything on the BetParks casino and sportsbook app, where there's always another way to win. You must be 21 and in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. Terms and conditions apply. See betparks.com for details. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bill Colarulo.
Do you think those?
You know the saying up the creek
Without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
Yep.
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Skubal? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the two most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Skubal. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better
John Marks, Sean Brace. Ray Dunn is back. Are you better than ever, Ray?
Oh, better than ever.
That used to be Mike and Mike. That'd be Greeny's line on Mike and Mike.
This guy. I walked in. He's way too peppy. He's got one foot out the door. He's got a burner in his mouth, and it's not a nicotine stick. He's got a red stripe in his left hand.
So think about it. You know how this is when you set up your week. So Ray looks at it and is like, all right, so next week I work middays, Monday, Tuesday. I do TV on Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
And then Thursday, it's a day away from going to Jamaica.
Hey,
Ray
Ray.
leaves for Jamaica tomorrow.
Yeah.
This is the easiest week in the world for you.
Dude, I got through Tuesday's show, and I was like, all right, second chair with Bill tomorrow. So, he's just designing the entire show. I'm just there like, yeah, Bill, I don't know if you're right
You're there
about
to
that
tweak
one.
him. Yeah.
And then today, I was like, yeah, this is a trap show. This is the biggest trap show I've ever worked.
Unbelievable. I came in. He's the smile.
Oh, yeah, he was so
I
happy.
got
feet
home
wide.
Tuesday night, popped a gummy. I was like, life is good, man.
Good for
Now
you.
we just openly talk about
Yeah,
something.
well,
Well,
look.
it's fruit snacks,
Yeah, there you go.
obviously.
Well, it's legal in New Jersey.
I carry my medical ID.
Anyway,
Yeah, I got medical.
It's
all right.
illegal where he's going?
yes. Go to Jamaica. Yeah, we'll talk about that later on in the show. Because I want to know if Ray's going to be doing street level drug deals in
Brazil
Jamaica.
Brazil. Listen to me. My mind's on the World Cup. Jamaica. I have good. I want to talk about this as well because I have some interesting thoughts about Jamaica.
I've never been to Jamaica.
Okay.
Have you?
I have not, but I had a trip that got canceled. We were going to Jamaica, believe it or not. So,
All right.
yeah.
All right, talk about that. Let's clean up the Phillies conversation, and then there's a Jalen Carter conversation. Ray, we do have two voice memos on the Davis Honda text line. Again, it's very easy, and it's a great way to get your personality and your name involved in the show. It's the same number that you dial in, 610-632-0975, but just leave a voice memo and then send it. And then that's it. You can do a text, or you can do a voice memo. Just leave your name, occupation, location, or some type of identifiable thing. And here's one of them. Go ahead.
Hey, John. Hey, Mark. How you doing? I kind of got, a really good feel for the great player. Like, you just got to give Andrew all the excuses in the world to do better, and then, just sit on your hands and wait. That's the best advice I can give you. All right, John. All right, Mark. Have a good one.
So good.
Daryl Morey checking in, and that's probably what Daryl would have done.
Thanks, Daryl.
Daryl's good when the guys that he gets are good. From there, it's kind of like, all right.
Deep team.
Isn't that how it works with a lot of general managers? It's like you're good if your guys produce.
If Embiid would have never been injured,
Yeah.
Morey would probably still have a job.
Yep, exactly that.
He probably would have. All right, another voice memo. What do we got, Ray?
Hey, fellas. Brendan from Manny Young here, fortune cookie writer. I'm a little ticked off. This guy, Dave Dombrowski, he's the greatest GM ever. He's one of the best. He's a no doubt Hall of Famer. What has this guy done right? What has he done right for the Phillies? Every single time he's calling out players left and right, trying to get them to elite status.
Left and right.
Oh, we got a good club, and it's not me. It's on the players. They got to produce. What guy has he brought in his tenure that has produced? Guys get hurt. It's a shame. But guys haven't lived up to the standard. Guys, it starts with him, and he has to hold himself to the standard before he can go at any other players. This is all on Dave. Screw you, Dave.
We have a good club.
All right, what's the best move he's made? I think it's Dave Dombrowski's a Hall of Fame general manager, president. There's no doubt about that. He could do worse. What's the best move that he's made, right?
Taiwan Walker, getting rid of him.
Yeah, but
even then he ate 20 plus.
Nick Castellanos a Dombrowski move?
Yep.
Okay, was Taiwan Walker a Dombrowski move?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Schwarber?
Yeah.
Schwarber, I don't think he signed Schwarber.
They did.
Sure?
That was the same offseason as Casty.
Okay.
2022.
All right. Well, if he did, then that was a great signing.
Wheeler? Was that him?
No.
No, that was contact.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's right. We talked about that.
Sanchez was contact, and that was who'd have thought that would have turned out that way?
Wow.
The Sanchez extension looked great, and then they
Harper, no. Trey Turner, yes.
Yeah.
But
What's that looking like right now?
But I also think there's a certain ownership level component to this, which is, hey, I'm ready to spend. Here's the check. What are you doing? That obviously wasn't a good signing. Hanging on the bone for as long as he did probably was the wrong move. Stott wasn't his draft pick. God, what he's done in right field at Dallas Garcia, that's not working out.
Nope.
The Austin Hayes trade didn't work. Bader was a good move, but that lasted for a month. He got hurt.
Duran
was a good trade.
Jordan Romano.
not good.
Yeah, what are the
deals,
good moves?
1 year deals has been swing and a miss for him pretty much every time.
And I asked the question. It's not I know the answer to it. It's genuinely what's the best move that he's made?
Got to be Schwarber.
That's a tough spot. Like, I'm not trying to be unfair here, right? There are plenty of misses by every general manager. Name the best general manager of baseball. He's got plenty of misses on his resume as well. But, man, there are a lot of swing and misses with Dave Dombrowski. That's for sure.
Can I also do the revisionist history on the whole thing here? For everyone that was weeping about the Ohapi from Marsh deal, can we all finally realize that Logan Ohapi's a bad defensive catcher that was never going to be that guy here because they had JT Realmuto, and the trade for Marsh always made sense? But it's easy to say now, but I've been saying it for the last 3 years.
No, but Marsh has had a breakout year this year, but the 1 year Ohapi looked like he was going to be a stud. He had a lot of home runs early in the season.
Right. He was still a bad defensive catcher, and they were never going to just move off of JT while JT was under contract.
So here's what I'll say about Dombrowski. He doesn't make moves to where you're saying, what the hell is he doing? The moves make sense. The moves haven't worked out.
Yep.
So trading for Brandon Marsh made a lot of sense because you have a controllable outfielder that has real potential because you already have JT Realmuto. You don't need this young catching prospect if you have JT. So the moves that he's made have made sense. Garcia was a 1 year contract. He didn't give him a 4 year contract. Castellanos was bad, and I wouldn't have done that.
So since he's taken over in 2021, record for Dombrowski and the Phillies, 454, 375. That's a 548 percentage there. 40 and 34 right now. I believe that's correct, right? 40 and 34. Yeah, 6 games over. Missed the playoffs first year, 82-80. Lost World Series, lost NLCS, lost NLDS, missed the playoffs. Or no, that didn't miss the playoffs last year. What am I saying here? Lost to the Dodgers, excuse me. So he's made the playoffs. So it's like he's had a pretty good run. This team has had success.
He's had a good run.
Yeah.
He's had a good run.
We have a good club.
Ed Wade compiled the talent. Pat Gillick knew what to do. He came in, he finished the team off. I think Dombrowski, it looked like he was going to do that in 2023. That's what he was brought in to do. The longer that he's around, the less effective he is. In Boston, he won a World Series, and they fired him, the next year after that, or the year after that. So, to me, this is it for Dombrowski. That may not end up being the case. This is me for Dombrowski. If the team makes the playoffs and they lose, it doesn't mean that he's gone. But something needs to happen. I need some good moves.
And
I need something.
I also don't want to breeze past the fact that he did fire Joe Girardi. Rob Thompson turns it around. Did fire Rob Thompson. Don Mattingly turns it around.
Weren't they fairly obvious moves, though?
Yes.
But you got to do it.
Sure. But he needs to get credit for it, too.
I'm fine. Okay. I'm fine with that.
I'm down on the Phillies.
Yes, me too, Vic.
Mets are in town. How about that? We'll talk about that later on the show. Mets are not good this year. But coming up next, anybody else worried about the Jalen Hurts situation? Or, excuse me, the Jalen Carter situation? I don't think the Eagles like Jalen's. They're anti-Jalen's. But Albert Breer, one of the premier NFL insiders, said that, Jalen Carter, why isn't a deal getting done? And Bill Colarulo, I believe, our Eagles insider, didn't have any worries about the deal getting done. Is Jalen Carter going to get re-signed? We'll talk about it coming up right after this. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Oh, but first, hey, everybody, it's Sean Brace. I want to see you Monday, June 22nd at Morgan's Pier for Modelo Match Nights with 97.5 The Fanatic. The action kicks off at 5 p.m. I think it's France and Iraq. That's what I believe the game is. So if you're looking to catch the action, join me at Morgan's Pier on a Monday. Be sure to get there by 4 p.m. to grab a seat and settle in before the match begins. Of course, 5 to 7 will be there enjoying the soccer action. Of course, the unbeatable waterfront atmosphere and raise an ice-cold Modelo or two with all the fellow fans in attendance. Morgan's Pier will be serving up $25 Modelo buckets. We like that. And we'll have exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways while supplies last, including Modelo boot glassware. Had a few of those on Saturday. Stickers, T-shirts, and a lot more as well. So plus you'll have a chance to enter to win autographed U.S. men's national team jerseys jerseys, autographed posters, and the famed John Paul's Ball. Whether you're coming with friends or looking for one of the best places in Philly to catch the match, this is where you want to be. So I'll see you on Monday night at Morgan's Pier, 5 p.m. Modelo Match Nights dates. Visit 97.5 The Fanatic. And, of course, it's presented by Modelo and 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Painter to Lehigh Valley. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and it's brought to you by Taco Bell. Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with the main character energy at participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time only while supplies last. Andrew Painter struggles have gotten him sent down. He struggled yesterday in his start, going 2 innings, 6 earned runs, a pair of homers in the game. His ERA now over 7, and he's been sent down to Lehigh Valley to play with the Iron Pigs. Here's Painter after the game yesterday.
Early on, just kind of leaving fastballs over the play. The fastball's just getting hit right now. So, I think we just got to evaluate and just trying to find out who I am as a pitcher right now. So I'm just trying to navigate through that.
Phillies yet to announce a corresponding move for sending him down to AAA. They kick off a series with the Mets tonight. Aaron Nola on the mound against Sean Manaea for New York. World Cup action continues in Philadelphia tomorrow night. Brazil, Haiti at 8:30. Join Sean Braze live with Fanatic FC starting at 6:30 tomorrow night. 2 drafts next week. NBA draft on Tuesday night. NHL draft kicks off on Friday night. This update's also brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contracts is one of the largest PVF inventories from pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands. Count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together?
Days with Marks and Sean Brace and Ray Dunn. I'm your host, John Marks. Good morning to everybody out there. The Davis Honda text line is the same number as the phone line, 610-632-0975. And, Sean, I want to make this clear. We like phone calls and voice texts and text messages when we're talking about something. Don't feel like that, I'm going to have to wait on hold. I'm like, no, we want we talk about something offbeat or we're talking about something with Jalen Carter right now. Get your opinion in, and then we'll play it while we're having the discussion, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's all the same number, 610-632-0975. Like, I know Ray was asking your Mount Rushmore for Jalen's earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Eagles don't like Jalen Hurts. They may not like Jalen Carter. We'll talk about in a second. Who's the other Jalen? Suggs? He wouldn't be a Mount Rushmore.
Rager
for bad reasons.
Yeah.
Notable. All right, so Davis Honda text line. Notable Jalen's.
Rose.
You're talking. Okay.
It can be all walks of. It could be.
Well, I hate it. So you said Jalen Rose. I think Jalen Rose has to be on the Mount Rushmore because that's where the name came from.
Fab Five.
Yeah. Apparently, that's the first one.
Yeah, his mom
invented the name, so on and so forth.
It was never used before, you're saying?
That's what Jalen Rose says, and he's always said it for the last decade plus, and no one has came back at him, so we'll ride with that. I think we have to put, and I'm not even going to say the name, but you know where I'm going. They're celebrating today. The guy had a pretty.
Oh, yeah. All right,
he's got to be on it.
Nope, not doing it. It's my Mount
Jalen
Rushmore,
Brunson's on the Mount Rushmore. No, it's not yours.
It's my Mount Rushmore.
It's you're wrong. It's And some people don't understand the concept of this. Do you know what I'm saying? Because people always say this is like, well, no, it's not like it's the Mount Rushmore. It's not your opinion. It's your opinion could be factored into it, but it's what everybody would really think about it. Because sure, I could say, oh, well, the Mount Rushmore of rappers is some guy you've never heard of.
Yeah.
Well, that's my Mount Rushmore. It's not the Mount Rushmore.
Speaking of the Mount Rushmore, Sean Brace, who are the four presidents on Mount Rushmore?
Oh, God.
Don't do this to him.
He's in the America shirt.
All right, so let him think. Let him think about it and
marinate. Yeah, I got the four. I got the four.
We got.
Wow, this is bad. It's Abe. It's George.
I don't even know the answer to it.
Is it Teddy?
All right, there we go.
Yes.
3 for 3.
So Abe, George, Teddy. Who am I missing? Why am I missing the fourth? This is easy. Mount Rushmore, Brace. Relax.
Is it Ben Franklin?
No, it's not Ben Franklin.
Who's not a president?
Who the hell is the fourth? No, you didn't say there was a time limit on me. Who's the fourth president of Mount Rushmore? I can't think of it.
Early president. The first three.
Yeah.
Why am I drawing a blank? Oh, come on, dude.
Well, if you give him another 4 years, it might be Donald Trump.
Tell me, who is it? Who?
Wait.
I can't believe I'm missing
where the
it.
Eagles practice.
The new one.
TJ, Thomas Jefferson. Wow.
The Jeff.
Damn, dude, I couldn't come up with the four presidents of Mount Rushmore. Just push me over to Ben Franklin.
I would have gotten it right, but I would have struggled. Off the top of my head, when Ray said it, I was like, oh, crap, I don't know if I know it.
I always forget Teddy.
I don't forget that.
I
can see
Teddy.
that mustache.
Oh, yeah. Oh, great.
It's a better, because like it's sometimes, don't you have to modernize it? You take you go up there with a crane and you just whack one of the presidents out.
No.
610-632-0975. How would you modernize it?
Let it be. Let it be.
Like I said, give it a couple more years.
Yeah.
It might be
years.
What do you put?
I think they're already working on it right now.
All right. So Coming up at 1 o'clock, by the way, we have a big-time announcement for the Hertz Club.
Nice.
Club Hertz. The Hertz Club.
Beautiful.
Club Hertz. That's coming up at 1 o'clock. So Albert Breer, who is he does an hour every week up with our sister station in Boston, the Sports Hub. He's a New England-based guy, but he's a national NFL insider. He knows his stuff, and he's really good. It's a really, really good hour. I listen to it on demand every week. So he always gives you really, really good stuff. And one thing that he said recently about the Eagles, and this isn't but this is about, but when they asked him after I was on, actually right after I was on, because the question was, hey, we had John Marks on, and he said this about Jalen Hurts internally in the locker room. And he said that when he talked to a player that says when you first meet Jalen Hurts, you think he's stoic, but then you realize he's just an a-hole. So, like he's plugged into what's going on, but he had this to say. It's in a mailbag. Are you a mailbag guy, Sean?
Mailbag?
You do a mailbag? You should start doing a mailbag.
Oh, I will do a mailbag.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah. I am a mailbag guy. I've never did a mailbag before.
So this is a good idea.
All right.
The Middays with Mark, Sprace, and Ray mailbag.
Nice.
Where we do like 5 questions.
Okay.
On the air or digital.
Yes.
All right.
I wrote it down.
Write it down.
Won't forget it.
I'll give you a crayon. Write it down. So Breer's asked about, and I'll read the question right here. He's asked about Jalen Carter and the contractual situation. It's from Ben. Where are the things at with the Eagles and Jalen Carter? Is he going to hold in, or are the Eagles hesitant to pay him? The answer, he says, Ben, the answer is yes. They're hesitant to pay him. Philadelphia is telling you what you need to know with its actions. The Eagles have always been aggressive in paying their own, in large part because they know that the earlier you do the deal, the better the price you'll get. It's a strategy that takes commitment from their ownership, which Philly clearly has. And then he says some owners would rather keep the money in their accounts over the summer than pay it when they do. He goes on. So the fact that we're into June without Jalen Carter having a deal is notable. And I guess if they do one now before his 4th season as a pro, then it come with some flexibility for the team. If Carter won't give them flexibility now, maybe he'll just wait another year, which makes this a little like the George Pickens situation in Dallas, where a team might want to see a little more from a player just from a character perspective before committing long-term. In other words, the Eagles aren't eager to commit long-term at the price that they're asking for, because the Eagles absolutely want to get these guys signed because they always save money. Mm-hmm. They save money with A.J. Brown. They save money with Devontae Smith. They signed Saquon Barkley. That was a bargain. They saved money with Jalen Hurts. You sign guys before, not after. Jerry Jones has paid tens of millions of dollars more than he needed to because he made Dak Prescott wait. He made CeeDee Lamb wait and all these things. So the Eagles are, I think it is notable that a deal isn't getting done yet. Now, ultimately, do I think Jalen Carter signs with the Eagles? It's a yes, but it's not a confident yes. It's not a deal's getting done. Because if he's going to say, no, I want $40 million a year, and the Eagles say, hey, we need to see more commitment from you. We need to see another year of you showing maturity, or we're not doing it. Because if you had that right now, they'd probably pay it. You pay top of market, you don't care. But if he's not giving you any type of, all right, you're signing me now, I'm not sticking to 40, I'll take 35. They probably still do the deal. Because if you look at that defensive line, Jordan Davis is making $26 million a year. Grenard's making a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
And there's always talk that they're going to make a big-time deal for a defensive end. You can't pay all four guys like that. That's like $100 million on your defensive line, just 4 players.
Well, I think that there was definitely some smoke. We know about that. Where there's smoke, there's fire when it comes to the Myles Garrett situation with Jalen Carter. I think that Howie Roseman is playing this the right way. First of all, it's real with what has taken place behind the scenes with Jalen Carter, right? We heard last year that he showed up camp out of shape. Maybe he was on the gravy train just a little bit after the Super Bowl. It happens.
It does happen.
We know what took place before he was drafted. It cost him some money. He slid to 9. Eagles scooped him up. So, and of course, the week 1 with Dak Prescott, whether we want to file that, I guess they would. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm more worried about the other stuff, like showing up for camp out of shape. That's not good, especially when we're talking about resetting the number. He is going to be the top dog. He is going to be the guy. Has his production on the field earned him that? I think if you get inside the tape, I think you can convince yourself from an Eagles fan. I love what Jalen Carter brings to the table. But when you get inside the numbers, when you look at the back of the baseball card, back of the football card, for this sake, I don't think he's lived up to that billing. I really don't.
Year.
So that's where the Eagles are. And, oh, by the way, let me throw another log on there. Potentially Max Crosby. Is this a conversation that's happening right now?
Well, you don't have flexibility if you're signing Jalen Carter.
Correct.
Now, you're committing, that's it. That's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money out of the owner's pocket. It's a lot of money up front, like they like to do. And so, but he's got to be that guy. And if he's insisting, like you said, on resetting the market, well, you're not there yet because he can go into a final year of a contract. He can be franchised for a year. Could this get ugly? Yeah. But that's the NFL. We've been lucky in not having to deal with that in Philadelphia. For the most part, they get deals done. But you look around the NFL, there's guys unhappy with their contract all the time, and it's not the end of the world. The players separate business and whatever. Those guys loved A.J. Brown. They understood the business of A.J. Brown. And nobody was stuttering or sweating over that from an Eagles standpoint.
Yep.
So I'm not – is it something to worry about? I'm not worried about it at all. Could he not be an Eagle? Yeah, absolutely.
I love the fact that Drew Rosenhaus is his agent too.
This is where Howie earns the big bucks.
Next question.
Do you remember my next question montage that I had?
Oh, yeah. Who was the next question about? What was that about? It was
T.O.
Wow, that's right, it was.
It was the original one.
I'm an idiot. Yep.
I did next question to MC Hammer. Can't touch this. Next question.
Next question.
Because I had and then at the end before it went to the hook, it has Andy Reid saying, "Say, give me some questions." Oh,
got to dig that one up. Yeah.
Because that was on the station.
It was a Throwback Thursday, too. TBT.
Let me see if I can find it. Anyway, Ray, how do you look at the Jalen Carter situation? And for the text line, Davis out of text line, phone line 610-632-0975. Hey, I'm not doing what the other guys do, which is, oh my God, this could go into the season. This could ruin their season. It could get ugly. I mean, is a hold-in possible? Yeah, absolutely it's possible. Are we there yet? I don't know. I don't think so. But you don't pay him, he's not going to be happy.
No. I could see them being so far apart where this doesn't get done and we're all pretty upset about what's going on and we're it dominates the end of July where we're yeah, he's there, but he looks pretty good just standing there on the sideline next to Vic Fangio talking about things. I could imagine a world where we get there.
It does feel like they're not close, right? It feels like they're far apart.
Well, it feels like the Eagles are saying to him, hey, man, tough year for you last year. We're going to give you a lot of money. We're going to commit to you long term, but this is the parameters in which we want. And he's like, man, I'm Jalen bleeping Carter.
I want 40 a year, and Rosenhaus is saying I want 40 a year. This guy is one of the best players in football. He goes out and he wins Defensive Player of the Year or his top 3. He's going to get his $40 million a year.
Yeah.
And then they may end up regretting it if he does some of the things that they're worried about. Listen, Jalen Carter is complicated in a couple different ways, but he's also he's a loose cannon, which you need on defenses. I want a guy on defense that might stomp on your head when you're down on the floor. You need that edge. This dude has edge.
The Ndamukong Suh. Aaron Donald was a beast.
Dude, Aaron Donald has edge, brother. Yeah. You need people with edge on that defense. And Jalen Carter, sometimes it hurts you with the spitting on Dak Prescott. I want a guy out there that he can't. He can't do that. But I want a mean guy out there that's doing that.
I almost don't want to envision a defense without Jalen Carter, but at the end of the day, we know that what the dollars and cents comes down to it. We know what it's going to cost to keep him here. Yeah, like I said, I want to keep him here for years to come. I believe in Jalen Carter, but at the end of the day, you got all those studs on the back end that you want to keep here. You just signed, of course, as we just brought up with Grenard. That's a monster deal. Jordan Davis. There's only so much money you could spend on a defensive side because you got to take care of the offense as well.
You got to allocate the resources. To your point, when you hear about possible trade or there's conversations about trade, you'd be naive to think the Eagles aren't seeing. You think about the biggest trades that are happening in the NFL are what positions in the last couple years? Defensive end, defensive line. Dexter Lawrence, first-round draft picks. Micah Parsons, first-round draft picks. What would have been with Crosby if he got traded, first-round draft picks. Myles Garrett, first-round draft picks. So Howie looks at it and it says, we know Jalen Carter's a great player. He wants $45 million a year. I can get a first and a second from this team for Jalen Carter. I got to think about that. And he's right, because there's life after Jalen Carter. They have a lot of other good pieces on that defensive line. Are they better with Jalen Carter? Yup. Are they better off with $45 million to spend elsewhere than Jalen Carter? I think that's a fair argument.
They have a lot they also have to spend on. That kind of hinges on this.
Correct.
Which I think for them, if you're the Eagles, you don't just want to get this done because you want to get it done with the flexibility. You want to get it done so you can start to map out, okay, how are we keeping this secondary intact with 2 All-Pros? Well, who else on this defensive front do we value? There's a lot they still have to decide on there. For him, the difference between 37 and 45, what it might mean for you in terms of the way you spread it out, cap it, all those different things, is the difference between, okay, can we afford to keep a lot of these defensive pieces here? So it's not even like they could question all they want about, should you give this guy the richest contract on the defensive line? But like if you make that bet and that bet goes poorly, and by the way, Cooper DeJean's now playing in New Orleans.
Yeah, you screw yourself.
Yeah. You're not feeling great about the whole thing.
Man, they're not letting Coop leave.
No, definitely not. I would be really curious to hear more about behind the scenes, what's really taking place, because there's no debate about his talent. We know how good he is. Is there a debate about maturity behind the scenes? Possibly. I mean, he did get thrown out of that game. That was a bad look. It's a bad look. He showed up to camp out of shape.
That's the worst look. And you hope he's not the first player to, like you had said, you're doing the award tour, you won the Super Bowl, you come in out of shape, you think you're going to be fine, and the defensive coordinator calls you out. Maybe that doesn't happen with 99% of the defensive coordinators. Vic doesn't give a damn. And he said it. And I'm glad he said it.
Should we read a little bit more into the Jordan Davis signing, right? Or the extension?
No, you should.
Yeah, because they're telling you, we're good.
They are set with Ojimo. Now it's like, you know what? Remember what the Phillies did when Ranger Suarez wanted a huge contract? They said, you know what? We're going to sign Chris Sanchez. You know what? We're going to go out and get Luzardo. They said, we're going to pivot. We can't agree. And they pivoted. They can still bring him back, but it shows you, again, what Breer said was pay attention to their actions. He's not signed. And there's not a lot of talk out there that it's close or any positive talk out there. And he's a Rosenhaus client.
Yes, all of the above. And with a guy that's going to reset the market and get that type of pay, is he the clear runaway centerpiece of this defense? I know he's the centerpiece, but can you make the case for other players? Like, how good is Jalen Carter? We know what he's capable of, but what are they saying behind the scenes? It's an interesting conversation, but it's real, and I'm not locked in that this is going to get done and Jalen Carter's not leaving the nest. No way.
Text line said trade Jalen Carter for Max Crosby.
If the dollars and cents match up, I do know this. His name is involved in trade discussions. We know that with Myles Garrett. I would assume Max Crosby as well.
Of course.
If you're the Raiders and you're ready to move off of Max Crosby because you want
draft picks is what you want. You trade Jalen Carter and get draft picks, and you use that for Max Crosby. Why would they want a guy that wants the top of the market, and they're not they're not ready to win right now. Yeah, that's why having Crosby doesn't do much.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't think a player-for-player deal like that would work. But it doesn't mean that you couldn't trade him for something. I don't know. Also, coming up, Bill Colarulo. Ray, would you at least begrudgingly agree that he's the Birds insider at the station? No.
It's Mr. Insider.
But he has broken a lot of stories.
Just because you have Thanksgiving dinner with the head coach doesn't make you an insider.
It's been a little,
all right.
Was Rossini an insider? She was having Thanksgiving dinner.
This is the problem. This is what happens when you blur those lines. The way people like Bill Colarulo and Diana Rossini do.
I've been having nightmares about Rossini lately.
Have you?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Since you told me she made $1 million, I haven't been able to sleep. The fact that she was getting paid that type of scratch.
To put that kind of crap out there?
I haven't been able to sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. I put my head down on the bed, and I'm like, what am I going to do? Diana Rossini was making $1 million?
No, what have you done wrong? Seriously, what have you done wrong in your career other than not be a good-looking chick that flirts with everybody?
Yeah, I know. I guess engagement kind of counts, and
she was good at doing it. I guess. I mean, I sniffed her out. I'm telling you, if there's a number one seed, this is going back years.
Yeah.
The complaining I would do about her for years, it goes back to the freaking Julio Jones being traded from Atlanta.
I still think she's covering the league for an outlet.
For PBS, yes. Yeah. Public Broadcasting System.
I don't know if they're going to be around.
And C-SPAN. She's going to be their Eagles reporter for them. But Colarulo way back said when there was the trade rumors, it said, oh, no, he's not being traded. and I expect an extension soon. And I believe he said last week that he still strongly believes he's more or less guaranteeing an extension this offseason for Jalen Carter. We'll see if Bill's listener is in the building, because I think it's far more complicated than Bill has been led to believe. And I don't think an extension's getting done this summer. 610-632-0975. We'll talk a little bit about that more because, listen, Colarulo's being if he wants to be the insider of the station for the Eagles, you can't be being bought like Boris buys Nightingale or Heyman.
You sniffed out Rossini. I've sniffed out this fraud from day one.
I mean, the day that AJ was getting released. Oh, I'm hearing from my sources. It's happening today. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he had that.
Oh yeah,
I had
was
that.
The day he was getting dealt.
No, he said on June 1st that it's getting done today, no doubt about it. He didn't mess around with it. No one else was saying that. Everybody was just assuming
energy
it.
around it. We all.
I know.
had it
What was the other one that you claim wasn't a real win?
Tim McManus was saying Brandon Graham was coming back, and he's like, I think it's going to get done this week. Oh, thanks,
No,
buddy.
he reported that. He said it. He had reports.
At 24 hours after McManus said it was going to happen.
He reported that a deal is going to get done. He's confident in that.
This week.
And no, on Jalen Carter. No, but he's lost his touch.
Yeah, he's got to step it up a little bit. He needs another one for the resume.
All right, we'll check it. So we want to hear text line, phone line, voice memo, 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Painter sent down. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. And Andrew Painter struggled again yesterday, just going 2 innings, allowing 6 earned runs, 2 homers allowed by him in that start. His ERA goes over 7, and now he's been sent down to AAA. He'll be in Lehigh Valley. Scott Lauber of the Philadelphia Inquirer joined Kincade and Salciunas earlier today, talked about what he expects for the trip to Lehigh Valley.
I don't think this is like a banishment to AAA for the rest of the regular season. I think that they're hopeful that he'll be back in that rotation at some point.
We'll continue to see what happens with Andrew Painter. You can listen to that full conversation with Scott Lauber on our website or the Fanatic app. Phillies Mets kick off a series tonight. Aaron Nola, Sean Manaea, the matchup on the mound. World Cup action continues tomorrow night in Philadelphia. Brazil and Haiti at 8:30. Join Sean Braze live with Fanatic FC at 6:30 tomorrow night ahead of the game. 2 drafts next week. The NBA draft Tuesday night. NHL draft gets going on Friday night. This update brought to you by Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes, better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
The San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out. They went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time, because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have like different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was like rolling the. Some people interpreted it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all.
With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
He's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what? Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow's took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was a loss, obviously. And then I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air. After he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team. So you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point.
Right?
Yeah.
They have past players participating in that celebration that I'm not talking about, that I'm not bringing up. Is that a thumbs up? Like, when the 08 Phillies won, did they have...
I don't think the Eagles at their first parade had an alumni bus.
There you go. An alumni bus.
And they were pissed.
Ooh.
I can tell you firsthand they were pissed.
Oh, yeah? How could you? I think I have a guess. Interesting. Okay, so the alumni is a good thing. All right.
I think it's great.
Okay.
Maybe you want everybody to focus on the team so you don't bring out the alumni. I don't think having a bus of Eagles greats that want to be there at the parade that shouldn't have been included because they're a part of the history of the franchise.
Absolutely.
So if Donovan wanted to come to the parade, I don't know if I would have put him out there.
Well, you can't. What do you got a list?
You would have to offer it. But you were on the top of the bus and people were pegging beers at you the whole time.
Ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So you gotta kind of be smart about it. But yeah, like Ike was able to be in the parade because the show was in the parade.
Sure.
Ike and I were both on one of the buses. So he was, he had heard from some of his former teammates who were like, damn, they're not doing any alumni on it. And so he was fortunate to be in the parade, and it was great. He enjoyed it. He definitely did. It was fun to see him in it. But
was that both? Did they fix it later in the second?
I don't know because I wasn't around.
Gotcha.
No idea.
You weren't there for the second one?
No, it's 2024. I've been gone since end of 2023.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
I went to I was at the 2022 where they lost. I was out in Phoenix. But then the next year is when they fell apart.
Yeah.
And then I was gone. Then 2024 they won it. And then last year, whatever.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And it did feel a little, I don't know, man. But the alumni bus is a must. You need that.
So was Charles Oakley driving?
No.
Was he with Dolan?
It was not. It was not Oakley. No, it was Carmelo. It was, the same old.
Patrick Ewing?
I didn't see Ewing. I just saw Melo being
interviewed. I saw
interviewed.
Starks almost on the bench at some of those games, so I'm sure Starks was there.
Yeah. They do it. I guess in that manner, they do it right. As long as you are being, positive, I'm in.
Yep.
You can't be a distraction. If that's the case, then you're not going to get the tickets. You're not going to get the invite to the alumni bus when you get the parade. I like
Yep. All right. Can we? You know what? Let's call Color. Can you just call him on the air? Because I don't think he's in yet. He's got some explaining to do. When he comes on and he says, because remember there was there was something that came out, and he came in. And he's like, "Oh, the trade talk. Oh, that's all. That's not true. That's being overblown. They're going to sign him to a contract extension. He's not being traded." And it's like, oh, okay. Sure, that doesn't sound like propaganda, right? Like, do you think the Eagles went out there that they're looking to trade him, or they did? Because I don't think they're looking to trade him. I don't think that's the case. But it's pretty clear to me this is going to be a difficult negotiation. At least I think so.
Yeah, definitely. You got Drew Rosenhaus.
Yo. Hi, is Bill there?
That's not true.
Oh, he's got a song in the background. Turn your radio down. Do you have no experience on doing calls?
I'm getting out of the car. You're catching me in between Bluetooth, and I'm in the parking lot.
All right. Well, we this is a short segment. Yeah, like what? I thought Carter signed a contract extension. You were confident in that. You even said that last week.
I'm still confident. Hold on, dude. I'm in like a windstorm out here.
Well, you can't tell.
Give me 30 seconds to get inside the building.
All right, well, just listen. Come on up. Come on up. All right, come on up.
Yeah,
All right.
fourth floor. Come
We
on.
already got next segment booked, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's
You
got
see
no
him?
respect for anyone but himself.
But
This is the problem I've had with this guy. I'm so glad everyone's catching on.
But he's still confident in it. It's so. By the way, they may come to an agreement during training camp. Well, that could happen. I'm not telling you it couldn't happen. Based on the tea leaves that we can see right now, does that seem likely? Does it seem like the Eagles would have any reason to rethink their position? Does it seem like Jalen Carter would rethink his position, or are they going to go into the season and he's going to try to have a damn good season?
Well, I'll tell you what. The fact that he was there, I know he wasn't taking place in drills or team practice, whatever it was, but he was there in drills. The fact that he was there does make me side to, like, yeah, they're going to get this done. A little bit more than not get it done. If he wasn't there, then I'm saying they have issues.
Well, it's also mandatory, and I don't know what his contract is, but a lot of times you waive a lot of money. If you're like Lamar, for whatever reason, doesn't attend, and he loses out on big-time money because he doesn't value – I think it's even voluntary stuff that he does. So some of the players are like, I'll sit out everything else. You're not going to not pay me.
Yeah.
You just hold in.
No, you're right. And then you go out there and work out.
But to your point, it's not contentious enough right now to where he says, I'm not showing up. You can find me.
Yeah, and he's working on a hamstring on the sideline. There was none of that. He was out there not taking in team drills, but in solo drills, he was out there running around. So he was practicing to a point, and that still leads me in the direction that this contract is being negotiated. I think we're all in agreement there, and I think that it will get done. I might side with Bill on this one, even though I don't want to side with Bill. I'd like to see him get one thing wrong so we can mess with the Mr. Sorcerer here. But it seems like that might be the case.
Yep. So Bill will come up. We'll have time for Bill to come up for a couple minutes as he gets up here. But it'll be interesting to see, and we'll see what they're saying on the text line. Davis on the text line, because I think everybody obviously wants Jalen Carter to be here because he's an amazing talent.
Mm-hmm.
What you're seeing is sometimes it's not just as simple as, because the Eagles already always sign everybody they want to.
Yep.
Who's the last player they didn't want to sign? Or that they said, no, we're not going to pay you. Now, Milt Williams leave because you're not going to sign him, and then other guys outprice themselves to where they have to let him leave.
Yep.
But, man, if you're looking for, like, 2 times now this offseason, you see, without the Eagles saying anything, their actions are telling you everything you need to know about the situation. Jalen Hurts, they're not publicly supporting him. There's no stories coming out publicly supporting him. There's nobody tearing A.J. Brown down. It's all positive towards A.J. Brown. There's nothing. Jalen Hurts is kind of being left to dangle in the wind. The Eagles could change that.
Yes, they could, and it's great that you brought his name up because that's another contract that I think we all agree will get done.
What's up, gentlemen?
Maybe. Hey, it's our Eagles insider, Bill Calarulo. Hi, Bill.
You know what? I know we're up against a little bit.
No, we're not. You got comments.
I'm nice enough to let Ray Dunn get TV time yesterday. Like, I put him on afternoon drive. He gets to sit in Ricky Bo's chair. All the ladies at the bar looking at Ray Dunn on the TV screen.
It's not even that. Everybody from high school thinks he's now a celebrity and he's a big star.
And this is how he repays me. Throws me under the bus. I got people tweeting at me, Ray's right. Bill's taking victory. What victory laps have I taken? I graciously offer this information to our listeners and to this station. I'm gracious enough. I don't need to be Bill the Birds Insider. That's not in my contract. I don't get paid for being a Birds Insider. I get paid for entertainment value, Ray.
Dots, put Ray and Bill and everybody up on the screen at once. Look at Ray's face was classic right there.
Mr. Source.
What victory laps have I taken?
I have never taken a victory lap. I have never taken a victory lap once. I have given information that happens to be right. And then I sit there and say, yeah, I was right.
You got punched drunk on Sirianni for 4 months and got afternoon drive. What victory laps have I
hang
taken?
on. That's different. That's an opinion. I'm talking about my Birds Insider reporting.
Oh, in that case, it's all you've done.
But hang on. To be fair, it was you and Mike teaming up on Bill because Bill was the positive Sirianni guy. And Bill was called a horse's ass because he was a Sirianni guy. and he ends up winning the Super Bowl that year. So you're entitled to take a big victory lap after that. And frankly, you should have your tail between your legs regarding that. Still, you should.
The way he talks about our Super Bowl MVP, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I love Jalen Hurts.
Oh, you love Jalen Hurts. My ass.
I love him. I'm objectively in love with
I
him.
love Jalen Hurts.
It's the objective.
It's objective love.
Oh, it's not
All right, listen,
objective.
Jalen Carter, very quickly. What I'm being told is the Eagles are still confident that they're going to get this extension done. However, if they don't get it done, there's no reason to be concerned if you're the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Carter is still on his 4th year of his rookie deal. They still have the 5th-year option, and then they could franchise tag. I mean, you got 3 years of control on Jalen Carter. So even if they don't get the contract done, which I do expect them to do, he doesn't have any power in training camp because play this out. Jalen Carter comes into training camp in the 4th year of his deal where the team would still technically have 3 years of control and doesn't come in shape, doesn't participate in camp, has a bad season. You think he's getting a bigger contract next year?
No.
The Eagles have complete power in this negotiation. Drew Rosenhaus is going to do his thing, but they're still confident they get it done.
So what I would say is that I agree with you. The business in the NFL, these players know the business of the NFL. Guys hold in all the time. We've been fortunate in Philadelphia because the Eagles have handled things really well. You don't have a lot of situations where you have unhappy players with their contracts. It just hasn't happened here. You could have an unhappy player with the contract situation, and that can bleed into the locker room, and he can become a disruption. We're not there yet, and I'm not going to freak out about it yet. But, this is something you may have to deal with because if he's not getting a new contract, he's not going to be happy. He's not going to hold out. It doesn't mean he's going to hold in. But, this is something that you're going to have to kind of follow along with to see what happens. But you're right. The Eagles can have him for 3 more seasons. They don't have to worry about this right now other than having an unhappy player.
Now, they don't use the franchise tag often. So, that is something they could use 3 years from now.
He's probably traded before anything.
Yeah, but, you still have the 4th year. You got the 5th-year option. What else I was told is, in addition to him not participating in team drills because of the contract, he also wasn't in the best of shape again. I think that had to do with but it had to do with the shoulder injury.
Oh, with the surgery?
Yeah, so he wasn't in the best of shape at the team OTAs. That's why he didn't participate in all of the drills, is what I was
But
told.
I thought Vic came out and
said he was lifting.
And said he looked good.
Yeah, so you're getting very.
So Vic supported him, but maybe behind the scenes. What are we talking about here? Because if you can't lift weights because of the shoulder, that's fine. That doesn't mean when I hear out of shape, I hear fat. Wasn't because you're allowed to do cardio and things like that. You're allowed to keep yourself in cardiovascular shape so you're not fat.
I was told it was a combination of we're in the contract negotiations and he still wasn't in tip-top shape.
Oh, so he's not in tip-top shape and he's coming in wanting $40+ million a year.
Yeah, but look, it's a negotiation. You know how it works.
You're a lawyer, so you know better than most people. I know how it works. I do. And here's what I'll say. I'm not confident that a deal gets done right now. Why would it? Is all of a sudden Jalen Carter and Drew Rosenhaus going to come down from what they're asking right now and say, hey, you know what? On second thought, let's take what you're offering. Are the Eagles going to say, oh, crap, let's sign them for the $40 million they want? I just don't see reasons why either side would move right now.
The reasons I think Carter's camp will move eventually is, Jalen Carter's issues, right? So has a really good relationship with Clint Hurt, has a really good relationship with Big Dom. They understand Jalen Carter. They understand how he operates. They understand how his mind works. Drew Rosenhaus knows the same thing. You put him on another team, I don't know if Jalen Carter can handle. He's got a very good support system here with Clint Hurt and Big Dom. And that's a part of the negotiations with Drew Rosenhaus is, hey, we don't know what happens if Jalen Carter leaves our side.
But why not wait till next year? If he has a defensive player of the year type year, he gets his $40+ million.
Well, that would be Rosenhaus wanting to wait.
Right. If he has a similar, because either way, he's getting this money regardless. If the Eagles' money they're offering, he's getting it regardless. So other than getting it right now, why wouldn't you wait because you get more?
But that's why I'm not worried about it. Because if the Eagles want to get it done, they'll get it done. If the Jalen Carter says, no, I want to wait, then he's got to have a monster year, and now we got a motivated Jalen Carter. I don't see a scenario where he comes in and he doesn't give it his all and he's not participating.
I agree with you.
You know what I mean? But anyway, Ray Dunn, dead to me. Dead Ray Dunn.
All right, there he is. Sometimes Eagles insider Bill Calarulo. He's coming up at 2 o'clock.
You know what? I might not Friday this week.
I might not break news anymore for Ray. I might not do it. I told you on these airwaves, Brandon Graham is signing this week, and it was, yeah, right. Then it happens McManus said.
Yeah, right. It was Tim McManus said that to me on the pregame show 24 hours ago.
But he reported it.
So Tim McManus had said it already.
He said it's trending
A
that
lot
way.
of people said that.
Trending that way.
Right, exactly.
I was the one who came out definitively and said it's going to happen this week.
Everybody
He's in the building.
was saying he was coming. He was in the building all the time.
Right,
They
go
never
to Jamaica.
took his key card away. The guy was
go to
working
Jamaica.
out.
There he
I
is.
will, please.
Tomorrow. 1 foot's already out the door. 1 foot already has sunburn on it.
He's got a 6-pack of Red Stripe behind the board over there.
Yeah, man. All right, there he is. See, I'm not caught. But by the way, I agree with Bill 100%. I'm not worried about the situation at all. This is a great spot for him. And the reason why I don't think it affects him on the field is he's a football player, man. He's going out there. He wants to hurt people. He wants to kill people out there. And it's like no problem with the teammates. The teammates know what kind of player he is, and he's that kind of guy.
I'm not concerned about the contract. I just wanted a little bit more from him this year.
I want more from him.
Yeah.
I agree.
So that's not good to hear. I thought I was buying
already
him.
out of shape?
Yeah, I was buying him with the Vic said.
Now, did he report that Jalen Hurts came in camp out of shape?
Yes, he did. Ray,
I would say that is that an official report?
Sounds like it.
I don't think he's going to want to put that as a.
We got to clip
report.
that. We got to put that out there. Middays remarks.
Yeah.
97.5 Middays.
Look at him hiding his true feelings about another Jalen.
All right. So this is kind of a left turn out of nowhere, but we had it scheduled for this segment right here. Ray, are we ready to go with it? So it is Andres Galarraga's
the big cat
61st birthday. You said it, the big cat.
The big cat. Yeah.
Great nickname.
Hell yeah.
Ray, you know why they called Andres Galarraga the big cat?
I did not.
He's a big dude. Do you know why?
No.
Cats are agile.
Oh yeah.
And he was a big dude. He was a really good defensive first baseman for being as big as he was. Very like almost like one of those power forwards in the NBA that have very good feet and they're very athletic. That was the big cat. He was a big dude. So I would say Andres Galarraga is one of my favorite baseball nicknames of all time. So I want to give you some other ones. I'm going to give you the name, and you have to guess who the player is, all right?
Ooh, I like this.
All right. Joey Bats.
Yeah, that's Jose Bautista.
A good one, a more modern one.
Yep.
The Big Hurt.
Frank Thomas. I drank with him in Vegas.
Frank Thomas?
Oh, it was great. Won't lie, he was staring at a lot of white women walking by. It was pretty funny. He was out at all of them, man. It was great. It was great.
So the Big Hurt, given the nickname by Hawk Harrelson, the longtime play-by-play guy, Frank Thomas will always be known to a lot of Phillies fans for a special reason. Like he's almost an honorary Philly because they passed on him in the draft because they had Ricky Jordan as their future first baseman, and they drafted a guy named Jeff Jackson who never came close to making the major leagues.
Damn.
So for years, we always talked about they could have had Frank Thomas.
He's a hell of a hitter with the White Sox.
Sure was.
Tremendous. And a really cool guy. I won't lie about that.
Kung Fu Panda.
Pablo Sandoval.
The Secretary of Defense. This is the older one. Secretary of Defense. Harry Callis said.
Harry Batter.
Correct, Ray. Harry said he covers 2/3 of the earth covered by water, the other third covered by Gary Maddox.
I want to know who said that first because that's said about everybody. I think it was a Gilmore cornerback. I mean, anyways.
It's been used since then.
It's been used.
The Wizard.
Ozzie Smith.
The Crime Dog.
Fred McGriff.
What do you think of Fred McGriff when you first think of him?
Oh, Tommy Mansky.
This is the video that gets results.
Yeah.
Tommy Mansky.
It's a great bed right here. This is a throwback. Twib.
The Big Unit.
Oh, Randy Johnson.
All right. These are easy ones, right? All right, so then you have nicknames where you know him as this, you don't know what his real name is. Like Catfish Hunter. You know Catfish Hunter's real name?
Oh.
Yeah, it's Gaylord Perry. No?
No.
Catfish Hunter.
Catfish Hunter.
No, Gaylord Perry's a different person.
Yeah, I was going to say, wait, now I'm throwing off. Catfish Hunter, what's his first name?
Yes.
Robert.
Jimmy?
James, yes.
Yeah,
I would have never known
He's
that.
from North Carolina.
Do you know the story with Catfish Hunter?
Catfish Hunter, no.
Catfish Hunter was given the nickname by the owner of the Kansas City A's who wanted a flashy nickname, and he said he hunted and fished as a kid. So they made him hold up a string of catfish to say, like, he's this big catfish fishing fan, which was a lie.
Yeah, he's from northeastern North Carolina. The team I work for did summer collegiate ball for. They did a whole night for his foundation.
So that's how you knew.
Yeah.
All right, couple more here quickly. Yogi Berra. I don't know any of these really. Couple maybe.
Yogi's not his real name?
It is not. Not Yogi. What's the guy you're friends with?
Yogi Roth.
Yogi Roth.
That's his real name.
Lawrence.
Wow.
Oil Can Boyd.
Oh, Oil Can Boyd. He pitched for the Red Sox and the Expos, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. He also was got suspended for cocaine, I believe.
Hey, now.
Dennis Oil Can Boyd. Ray got his nickname because where he grew up in Louisiana, he used to drink the oil cans of beer all the time.
Nice.
At least that's what it says on Wikipedia. Babe Ruth.
Oh.
Herman?
Herb.
No.
No, that's his middle name.
George.
Correct.
There it is.
How about this one? Buck Showalter.
Wow. That's not his real name, Buck?
It is not.
Oh,
Jonathan.
man.
I had no idea. William. Sparky Anderson.
Wow, that's crushing that that's not his real name either.
Right? You don't know them as their real name. It's pretty crazy. George Anderson. How about that Goose Gossage?
Goose.
Jerry.
Rick?
Richard. I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah.
How about Connie? Do you know Connie Mack, the former owner of the was it the Phillies or the A's? I don't even know. The A's. Not his name. It's a shortened version of his given name.
Conwell?
Connie Mack's name is Cornelius McGillicuddy.
Oh, McGillicuddy's.
Wow.
Cy Young.
Ty?
Cy Young was named after a cyclone. The nickname came from a cyclone because he threw so hard. That's where Cy comes from.
83 miles per hour. It's the fastest fastball we've ever seen.
At the time, it was
coming
guys
at you.
only throwing 70.
Yep.
Denton is Cy Young's real name.
Denton? Like Texas? Like Denton, Texas?
I don't know. Last one, Pee Wee Reese.
Man, that's a tough one,
Harold.
too. Oh, no.
I don't know any of these.
Yeah, whatever. It's crushing that a lot of them aren't their real names, though.
Text line 610-632-0975. Voice memo line on the Davis Honda text line 610-632-0975. Give me your first baseball nickname off the top of your head. Ray Dunn.
Oh, I mean, it's local, the Big Piece.
No, that's fine. Big Piece is what I think of, too. Yeah, because Chase Utley would be what?
The man?
Yeah, but that's kind of I don't know. No one calls him the man. People call him Big Piece.
Yeah.
J-Roll. Flying Hawaiian would count.
Hawaiian's
It's a good one.
Elite one.
It's a quality one.
How about the Kid for Gary Carter? I always like the Kid.
The Kid is a good one. There's been a bunch of baseball players they call the Kid.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, Ken Griffey,
Yeah, Ken Griffey's first one that comes to your mind. You said Gary Carter.
Yeah, because I was thinking of the Kid. Man. The first one it would be the Crime Dog. I'm not going to lie to you. It would be
Love the Crime Dog.
Yeah. Big Cat, though. That's a good pull by you. Andres Galarraga.
Coming up, News at Noon with Ray. Ray's got a lot going on. Sean, before we do that, what is the 11 o'clock hour brought to you by?
Oh, well, thank you for asking that, John, because it is brought to you by the fine folks over at DraftKings Sportsbook. Stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Be sure to use promo code Fanatic, all you new users.
Mr. Cub is who? Old school one. Mr. Cub.
That's got to be Ernie.
Ernie Banks, correct. The big dumper.
Oh, Cal Raleigh, who is just coming off the IL, I think, or the DL.
How about Thor and Dark Knight?
Noah Syndergaard and then Matt Harvey. There you go. Dark Knight was good. That's a good
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I guess Thor could be good, too, as well. God, he was terrible. Just bet against Noah Syndergaard.
Coming up, he was at a World Series with the Phillies.
Damn right.
Thor was. Coming up, News at Noon with Ray featuring Jay Wright. There's a beef in soccer and the best job in America. News at Noon with Ray Dunn's coming up next. Middays the Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Painter sent down. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Andrew Painter struggled again yesterday. 2 innings, 6 earned runs, allowing a pair of home runs, and his ERA went over 7 for the season, which sent him back down to AAA. The Phillies yet to announce a corresponding move after the game. Painter talking about where he's at right now.
Early on, just kind of leaving fastballs over the play. The fastball's just getting hit right now. So, I think we just got to evaluate and just trying to find out who I am as a pitcher right now. So I'm just trying to navigate through that.
Phillies have the Mets tonight, kicking off a 3-game series. Aaron Nola, Sean Manaea, the matchup on the mound. World Cup action continues in Philadelphia tomorrow night. Brazil, Haiti at 8:30. Sean Bray's live with Fanatic FC starting at 6:30 tomorrow night. 2 drafts next week. NBA draft Tuesday night. NHL draft gets started next Friday. This update is brought to you by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes, better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
But he's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow's took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was the loss, obviously. And then I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
He hasn't won. Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert, what a great quarterback, what a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air. After he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced, if you're Dombrowski, to at least try.
With Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn. Just ate my most of my sandwich. Ray, what's your guess on the sandwich today?
I'll go turkey and ham.
Lebanon Maloney and Cooper Sharp with mustard.
Or turkey and cheese was what I was going with. Turkey and ham.
I made two of them today, too.
Hungry.
Yep. Yeah, you never eat.
No, I have a banana. I have a little, little cracker before we get this party started at 10 a.m., and that's about it.
You trained your stomach not to eat. But you go home and stuff your face?
That's the issue, right? And take a little cat nap on the couch, squeeze 10 minutes in if I can, and then dinner about 6:30.
So you don't eat until 6 or 6:30?
No, I stuff my face when I get
then
home.
Go to sleep.
Yeah, then I take a cat nap.
Can you picture Sean at home? He's eating a sandwich, bag of Doritos out on the counter.
Oh God, yeah.
Drinking a soda.
I'll crush the bag of Doritos before I eat the sandwich. Get the sandwich. I get a meat stick, sandwich. Mix it up. Maybe get some fruit. I mean, I do eat a lot of fruit. Try to banana, strawberries, apples.
You got to be regular. I understand.
Yeah, try to. But yeah, man, that's the issue. If I ate a little bit during, Dutch said beef jerky. That's the key. Beef jerky.
Good protein, stabilizes your blood sugar.
I need a bag of beef jerky in the bag. That's what I need. In the backpack. That's what I need.
They're expensive.
Oh, they are.
Damn beef jerky.
Jerky ain't cheap.
Yep. It ain't like the old Slim Jim days
No,
where you're buying
man.
for 50 cents.
Nope.
Whatever. Ray, I never see you eat either. But that's because you
Well,
smoke and drink a lot.
Look at him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't eat. It's
90 pounds.
Every day I bring food in. Like, look at it, because I have Coke Zero. It spilled. The cap wasn't all the way on yesterday, so it spilled in my other cooler bag. So I get it in the car, out of the car, and I grab it because it's on the floorboard, and it's just the whole bottle of freaking soda went inside of it. Whoops.
I was wondering about your choice today.
Yeah, it's my daughters don't use. They already graduated from it, so I had to go to this because I have a lot of stuff in here. I have a Snapple diet iced tea right here. I got a couple protein shakes. Stick of cheese. Protein shake.
Cheese stick's good.
No, so when do you eat?
Do you
eat in the morning?
I did stop today at Starbucks and got coffee and a breakfast sandwich.
Oh, man.
Go.
From Starbucks?
Yeah, well,
Starbucks food is the worst.
I can't tell you that I'm thrilled about my choice in the morning, but I also can't tell you there's a lot that's conveniently on my way where it has a drive-through.
What did you go up here?
Yeah.
In Balcoming? All right.
Oh, that one, too.
Yeah, no thanks.
Good luck.
Yeah.
That's crossing the road? No. No.
All right. Well, a lot of people out there are on their lunch hour, so they're probably going to enjoy some lunch.
Yeah, I'm starved.
So good afternoon. Ray's starving. So when you go home, do you eat? You stuff your face?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes?
Yeah. Like today I might not because I had the Starbucks.
You ate a whole breakfast sandwich?
Yeah, so I'll probably wait till dinner at this
He's
point.
good for till tomorrow, till
I'll have a little snack.
the plane ride.
Some Cheez-Its.
Red Stripe.
And we'll talk. Ray's going to Jamaica tomorrow. Man, to be Ray, I'll tell you, man.
It's got to be.
He's on TV. He's got all his. Everybody's like, "Oh, Ray Dunn. Do you remember Ray? We graduated. Oh, Ray Dunn. He's a big TV star."
Oh, I remember Ray.
Do you remember
my
Ray?
God. Yeah.
I would say no.
Yeah, right. All right, let's get to the news and noon with Ray. What do we got? That was your cue back there, just so you know.
Yeah.
Welcome to Ray's life. There's no turning back. Mad Dog's losing his mind. And Big Skip Bayless with another take. Phillies blow a lead. Sixers spark the beat. Somebody's got a podcast
With another parable take. Everybody wants the news at noon.
with Ray Dunn.
Yeah.
All right.
Love that.
We're going with Sean's open because I'm opening with something specifically for Sean here.
Nice.
Jay Wright on with Mike Francesa. Nice, hey, everything's good up there in New York. The Knicks are great. All your Nova guys, right? Trying to tell a story about Jalen Brunson. And I want to know if this story upsets you, Sean Brace.
In the summer, he likes golf. I can't say he's like passionate maybe about like Josh, but he likes it. And he asked me, can we play Pine Valley? I set him up last summer to play at Pine Valley. So I called him the night before. Our tee time's 7:30. He goes, I can't do it. I got workout at 7:30. It's the key to everything he does every day is his work on his footwork, his technique. He still does it every day in the off season.
Canceling on Pine Valley
Wow.
for another workout.
And that
Thoughts?
was Brunson.
Brunson.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, maybe you should have just played golf and then did a workout later.
Yeah, I think you could skip
I
once.
think you could do both.
Yeah, Pine Valley with Jay Wright hooking it up. Man, I'll tell you, that's well, when you win Jay a championship, that speaks volumes about their relationship.
For sure.
That he sets up Pine Valley and you hit him with, sorry, Jay, I'm working out.
Doesn't that sound like an excuse?
Yeah.
Hey, you can't. He didn't really want to go for whatever reason. Because he's coach, so if you say to him, "Sorry, man, I got to work out," what's he gonna say? Like, go to hell?
What time are you going to play Pine Valley at? In the afternoon? No, man, you want to get out there
You
early.
can't do both. It's like with Scott Hansen in Red Zone. Scott Hansen always brags about how he doesn't go to the bathroom or he pees in a jug.
Which is BS.
Hey, Scott, go take a minute and a half and take a leak. We'll be okay.
And they got producers. He does. He lies. That's a lie. That's a fib.
lie.
That's a fib.
Yeah, you're allowed to go to the bathroom. If it means that you're not speaking when there's a touchdown, we'll live. It's okay.
Yeah. Look,
You can come back and recap it.
There's plenty of downtime throughout the course.
Go to the bathroom
in the afternoon hours and the late window. Absolutely, I never bought into that, and I think it's something that he kind of just. Oh, I swear I don't. All right,
I agree with you. If you got to drop a deuce, it's okay. I'm not telling you can sit in there all day. Like, don't be reading books on your phone or playing Candy Crush.
When I was at the Roots picnic, I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I had to pee, and it just was like, no, you can't leave. I was in the spot.
Oh, and then you lose your spot.
Yeah, and I couldn't find where we were. I left earlier. I'm like, no, it's just anarchy. I'm staying right here, and I held it for literally 6 hours.
You know what you do?
I did.
My friend Richard Christie of the Howard Stern Show does this.
Diapers?
Yeah. Adult diaper, he pees in it.
That's got to be uncomfortable to sit in your own pee, though.
But it's a diaper. You don't sit in your own pee.
Yeah, but
it absorbs it.
It's a warm diaper. I just... That's got to be really uncomfortable.
I'm not telling you that I would do it.
That's actually... write that one down for a future wager. You have to sit in a warm diaper for the full show.
I would have to pee in it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, but like it's good because Richard Christie.
Throw that chair out.
Richard loves music, and similar to you just held it because you don't want to lose your spot. I would just lose my spot.
It hurt.
Rather than be uncomfortable having to pee, I wouldn't be able to enjoy myself.
It actually went away as the night went on, like the urge.
Well,
but
that's called bladder infection.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't pee the whole night?
No.
How many hours did you not pee?
All right, so I got there at like 3. I probably went to the bathroom at like 6, and I had to go again probably around like 7:37.
How much were you drinking?
Dude, I didn't drink a lot because it was crazy. It was anarchy.
So
I
it was
didn't
just
even
a couple maybe.
Had like 2 or 3 there.
All right.
That was it. But it hit me, and I'm like, ooh.
So and I can't even go an hour without having to take a leak. I need to strengthen my pelvic floor again. It's been a problem in the past.
You know how you do that?
Kegel exercise.
You got that, and you let it go, and then cut it off, and let it go, and then cut it off while you're urinating.
I thought that was just something else.
That builds up stamina.
Ray, would you wear a diaper as part of a bet? I would.
I mean, I guess it was part of a bet, but this is like rat tail territory for you.
But here's what I don't know. I don't know if I'd actually be able to pee in the diaper. I would have to go hide somewhere and be alone to do it. I wouldn't be able to sit here and pee in the diaper doing the show.
Dude, you know what the funniest thing on the internet is that I still laugh to this day is when Big Cat and PFT are with Schlereth and they pee themselves because Schlereth used to pee himself before games. That's the video that I will crack up laughing no matter what, ever.
A lot of offensive linemen would just, I think Trey Thomas talked about, you just pee in, you don't care. You're a big monster offensive lineman, you just pee yourself.
Oh.
I would tell you that a good amount of offensive linemen would admit it and the others wouldn't admit it.
Why is it just based off of the offensive lineman? You mean to tell me big old linebackers aren't doing that either?
Maybe. I've only caught offensive linemen admit it, though.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
All right. Anything else, Ray?
Yeah, well, we got other stuff. What against?
By the way, have you seen the models in the Depend diaper? When I see them, sometimes I'll tweet it out. I've never seen happier people in my life wearing a diaper when they're 50 years old. And on the picture, they're really happy to be wearing this diaper. It's like Ray with his commercial. He's really happy to be talking about GiveMeTheVin.com.
GiveMeTheVin.com.
All right.
In his underwear. Go ahead.
I know we talked about it before because this has been on your mind all week. You've been telling me how much you are invested in the Fox studio show for the World Cup, how the chemistry there right now just isn't there because the egos are left.
Not very good. No.
Oh, yeah. So they had James Corden's doing some after-match podcast or something for the World Cup.
Yeah, late night.
Yeah, some
sure.
late night. Yeah.
James Corden, the old late night guy on
Correct.
CBS?
Yeah.
So is he doing karaoke?
He's a bloke from across the pond. Big soccer guy.
No, he's doing this very, very original segment where they take someone and they hook them up to a lie detector.
Ooh.
And then they laugh about it. So they got Zlatan to do it.
Zlatan.
Yeah, they got him to do it. And they asked him this question, and a lot of people are speculating it has to do with one person on that panel.
When you're on Fox Sports reporting on the World Cup games, do you respect the opinions of all of your fellow Fox Sports panelists?
Yes. Tomorrow.
So we don't really need to dive deep in the Fox Studio show. I'm asking you, if you could ask this of anyone that works in media, do they respect the person they're sitting across from? Who in media would you ask that question?
Great question. Probably be national. It would have been somebody that working with Skip. You can't ask Stephen A. because he does respect him. What would it be? Someone that works with Stephen A?
Yeah.
So who is it that works with Stephen A. that you're not buying it?
JJ Redick back when he was there.
Oh, yeah.
That would have
for
been
sure.
For sure someone I had on the lie detector.
JJ Redick went over the line with Stephen A. a couple like that. You don't do that to him in a show. That's just kind of the rules.
Oh, I got it. How about I would put Ricky Bowe on the lie detector test and ask if he respects Bill Colarulo's take. How about that?
Hey, Ray.
Let's do it.
You suck. You think Ricky respects Bill's takes? Yeah, I think he would say yes, and I don't think he would be lying.
Takes about baseball.
Well, that's
Does Ricky respect any of our takes about baseball?
No.
But he's not. I've worked with athletes where they're, especially football players, and I'm not talking about Ike, but football players are like, I've never played football other than 8th grade football. Man, like this isn't going up there and hitting a baseball, and I'm not telling you that's easy to do. With football, it's much more complex.
Oh, absolutely. X's and O's.
X's and O's. So that's why when we talk about it, I think a lot of football people are like, you don't even know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
And they're right, for the most part.
Well, you're right. But it is interesting because I think about it when I'm talking about pitching, and I'm like, damn, Ricky Bo follows this show, and it's like, here I am talking. It's a perfect example. Painter's fastball. Oh, and I'm like thinking to myself, if Ricky's listening, what is he rolling his eyes as I'm talking about, the location of his four-seamer? But at the end of the day, man, I think we do a pretty good job.
All right, that's the news at noon. Get your reaction on anything that we talked about there. Davis on the text line, 610-632-0975. Voice memo line. Dude, let's get some diaper talk going, Sean. I know that's a hit. A lot of times.
Diaper talk. Oh, man, I tell you. I told you a story yesterday. I had to hold my kid down, my 1-year-old, my leg. Like I was like the figure 4 leg lock just to change his diaper.
Why do they get like that?
I don't know, but the kid, and then we got the elevated changing table, and the kid's doing somersaults.
But you also have a boy, Lane.
Yeah,
and that's different than having the girls because they don't have something that can he could shoot you.
And I have it. I've never been sprayed.
Really?
Knock on wood, not once.
But you could.
Yeah, I'm really worried about the next step. Not gonna lie to you, when he's got to be potty trained, and it's just going. Pew, 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 pew. Like Star Wars. Yeah, I'm really concerned about that. That's going to be tough. I mean, hell, dude, he's doing somersaults when I'm trying to put a diaper. I'm like, dude, relax. Like, dude, I'm not even like this it was. Lay down.
Yeah, you're trying to lock it in. He can't get it locked in.
Screaming. Face is red.
Damn kids.
Yeah, fun.
All right, well, the big news of the day is Andrew Painter being sent down. It happened after the game last night. Anybody else surprised they did it so quickly? I mean, he was barely off the mound, and they're like, yeah, we're sending him to AAA. It came out, like 6 o'clock, 6:30? Yeah, because I had done a video for Philly Baseball Talk. If you want to check it out on YouTube, just subscribe to 97.5 The Fanatic. And I was trying to post it, and Dutsy texted me and said, hey, they sent me the tweet. And it's like, oh, Jesus, they sent him down? Because what I was saying was they're going to send him down, but it hadn't happened yet, so I had to redo the video. But they did it pretty quickly. It was fairly obvious to everybody that they couldn't send him back out there again. So it goes down to AAA. Played the Scott Lauber thing from this morning with John and Andrew. And I believe this is his opinion and not like sourced. Is it an informed opinion? I'm not so sure, but here's Lauber this morning.
I would be surprised if it's like a long-term thing. Like I think given their depth or lack thereof, they probably want to get him right, get him feeling good, get him to a point where he's got, 2, 3, 4, 5 really good starts under his belt and then can bring him back with some momentum. But I don't think this is like a banishment to AAA for the rest of the regular season. I think that they're hopeful that he'll be back in that rotation at some point.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a banishment either. I think he goes to AAA to try to figure things out, and there's no end date to it. Hell, if he goes down there and he has 3 or 4 or 5 good starts and you want to bring him back up, sounds good. Does anybody actually expect that? What have you seen from Andrew Painter? He was bad last year in AAA. He has a over 7 ERA in the majors this year in 14 appearances. What that you've seen over the last 2 years would give you any indication that he's going to go down to AAA? He even said 2 starts, and then he's going to be great and they're going to bring him back up. No, that's the wrong way to handle it. Send him down to AAA and say, hey, take a deep breath. You're good. We got this. We got to work on some things. You're going to be good. I don't know if he's coming back up to the majors this year. In fact, I would bet he's not back up to the majors this year. And if you wanted me to bet again, I think he's going to struggle down there.
That's what that tells me then. You're going to say that he struggles if he's not back up.
We have 1 full season in AAA and then this year in the majors. He had an ERA over 5 last year in AAA, and his ERA was over 7 this year. Why would I believe going down to AAA, you give him 2 or 3 starts and everything's going to be fine? They're going to bring him back up. That doesn't make sense.
No. Yeah, I'm in agreement with you on this. It's just there hasn't been many moments this season where I've been like, oh, there he is. That's the Painter that everybody was talking about. Hasn't happened often. Let's put it that way. And out of 14 starts, he's only made 6 innings 2 times. I think that's pretty glaring. You're in the 5th spot. Like, he had a lot of opportunities to prove the doubters wrong, and it just did not happen. So I'm not shocked that the timing came down as quick as it did. And I think we talked a little bit about this, the AAA route. It's not punishment. It's just where he belongs at this point in time. And hopefully he's able to figure it out. Hopefully.
Yeah, agreed.
Because now, what do you do if you're Dombrowski? Now you have to shift from, you need a right-handed bat. Yeah, you need this. at the trade deadline, but do you also need another starter? Right? Like, we got some time, but
Maybe. You might. I'm not giving up real resources. I'll give up a couple of C-level prospects for a guy. Realistically, you need 4 innings every 5 days. That's what you need. You need 4 innings every 5 days. Now, if Nola stinks too, that's a problem, but that's more about Nola. So I need, Ray, we believe that they're going to go down this Rangel guy is likely going to get the first crack at it.
Right.
And if that doesn't work and he sucks, then maybe they pivot to another minor league guy that's with another organization that maybe has an out in his contract, or maybe you make a trade at the trade deadline. Maybe Gage Wood is brought up. I don't think Gage Wood's going to come up their top pitching prospect. Could happen. If he has a couple of great starts, you could bring him up. I need four innings from somebody that's not going to kill you. I can't have 6 runs in 4 innings. I can have 3 runs in 4 innings from somebody.
Gage Wood seems to be a pretty classic case of emergency, like August. We didn't get anyone. All of our internal options stink. And, hey, you all, we'll get you guys saw what Savage did down the stretch for the Blue Jays, right? He only took 2 starts in the major leagues this year. Let's see
that
what
could
Gage
happen.
Wood. Yeah,
he could be up in the bullpen by then. They want to make him a starter. He could be up but as a starter, he hasn't pitched more than 4 innings.
No.
This year. He's only going 3 or 4 innings. He's developing. He needs to develop his second pitch. But to your point, earlier when you said when you watch Painter, you don't see wow at all. Neither do I. When you watch Gage Wood pitch, you say wow. He's got electric stuff.
I only saw one video. I didn't dial it in like you did for the free preview of the AA game. I didn't see that, but I saw a video. Yeah, his stuff is nice. There's no doubt, but it's one of these spots where it's he's going up against minor league competition. His stuff better be electric. I'm not here to doubt that, but Painter's stuff was electric too. I know the surgery and everything changed.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was.
Yep.
Before Tommy John, it was. For sure.
It's a shame. It is a shame. But it does put the Phillies in a little bit of a hole. Maybe we're not shining the light too much on it because it's just a fit starter, but it's a combination of what you're getting from Nola, what we believe we're going to continue to get from Nola. We're bringing the bar down with him for the NQS, where he hopes to get to 5 innings.
The Nola quality.
So now you get the 4th and the 5th starter, and it's just what is that, 2 automatic L's? Maybe a dub here and there? That's not good.
The offense has to carry you in those games.
That's true.
I think Gilbert said they're already starting to scour for, hey, what's out there right now, but not, not big-time moves. Bryce Wilson, I think also in the story that Gil wrote in The Athletic, would say that triggered the upward mobility where he's it's time for me to get a job either with the Phils or somewhere else. So maybe that's the option they go down instead of Rangel. Could be Rangel, could be Bryce Wilson. I can't tell you it's going to be any sort of encouraging option.
It could be both. Right, it could end up being a couple different.
I'm waiting to see what today seems like it to be a reliever they bring up just to give the bullpen some help
until the 5th day. Yeah,
until next week.
Tell you what, nothing screams confidence in your minor league pipeline like scouring the market for pitching in June.
It is bad.
Yeah, that's not good.
It is bad. Coming up. More. Is this a Sean Bernard voice memo on Painter? What is he saying about Painter? 'Cause I got more of Painter coming up as well. Because there's a lot of people that are down on Painter and want to trade Painter, and the Phillies screwed Painter up. I don't believe that
I'm
for a
down
second.
on the Phillies.
Thanks, Vic.
But Trey Turner had a good game yesterday. Is this him turning the corner? They put him back in the leadoff spot. We'll discuss. That's coming up next. Middays the Marks, 97.5.
Hey, but first, everybody, I want to see you on Saturday night, June 20th at Brooklyn Bowl in Fishtown for the Modelo Match Nights. That's right. I'll be live from 6 to 8 p.m. hanging out with the people so we can catch all the soccer action, enjoy the match night atmosphere, and raise a couple Modelos with all of our fellow fans. Brooklyn Bowl, the place to be because they'll be serving up Modelo drafts throughout the event. Exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways all evening long. Plus, when you're there, you have a chance to enter to win an autographed U.S. men's national team jersey, autographed posters, so much more, including John Paul's ball. That's right, the famed John Paul's ball. Trust me, it's an exclusive item put on by the folks over at Modelo. You want to see this thing, and then you'll want to win it. So come on out this Saturday for the best place in Philly to watch all of the action. This is where you want to be. Saturday night, June 20th, 6 to 8 p.m. at Brooklyn Bowl in Fishtown for Modelo Match Nights. For more details, Modelo Match Night dates, visit 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Andrew Painter's been sent down. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Andrew Painter's struggles continued yesterday in his start against the Marlins. The Phillies dropped the game, and Andrew Painter allowed 6 earned runs over just 2 innings. His ERA is now over 7, and he is now going down to AAA. The Lehigh Valley Iron Pig, Scott Lauber of the Philadelphia Inquirer, on with Kincade and Salciunas earlier today.
But I don't think this is like a banishment to AAA for the rest of the regular season. I think that they're hopeful that he'll be back in that rotation at some point.
We'll see what ends up happening with Painter. You can listen to that full conversation with Scott Lauber on our website or the Fanatic app. Phillies Mets kicks off tonight. Aaron Nola versus Sean Manaea, the matchup on the mound. World Cup action continues tomorrow night in Philly, Brazil, and Haiti at 8:30. Sean Bray's live with Fanatic FC at 6:30, leading up to the match down there from South Philadelphia. 2 drafts next week for you. NBA draft Tuesday night. NHL draft kicks off next Friday night. This update brought to you by the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, July 3rd, Xfinity Mobile Arena. Undefeated South Philly fighter Johnny Cannoli Garbarino fights former world champ Mike Richmond, plus 2 other world title fights. Tickets at bkfc.com. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Scooble? Because you know what? Here, kids. The Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert. They don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the 2 most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Scooble. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. That, number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about
would you say, on the scale of announcement to huge announcement, where does this stand for the Club Hurts?
You know, we don't like to put things out there that don't live up to the billing. So this is a pretty big announcement. It's up there, but it's not like, whoa.
Jalen Hurts isn't in Club Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is not like hopping on the show.
Okay, that'd be a big announcement.
You know, that'd be a big one.
If he followed you on Instagram,
that would be a big one too.
Yep. At Club Hurts on Instagram.
That's right.
1 o'clock, big announcement. I know what the announcement is.
It's a big one.
It's cool.
Yep.
Even as an objective Club Hurts guy, and I'm kind of turning against Club Hurts, it's a good, for the people that are in the club, this is a good announcement.
Well, you're not like Casey boy who got ripped to shreds with Club Sus. No, at least you're not over there. Club Sus. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Casey was texting me being like, no, it's not. Like, no, that's not. I'm not. No, I'm like, hold on a second. You decided to say you were sus on Jalen Hurts. We didn't put you in an arm bar to make you do it. All right?
That's right.
So he's got to live with his words there. All right, so there you go. That's coming up at 1 o'clock. We'll go over Ray's trip to Jamaica, which he leaves for tomorrow, coming up a little bit later this hour. All right, Trey Turner back in the spot, in the leadoff spot last night, Sean Brace. How about that? You know what? I think it was time to try to put him back up in there. I agree. I don't like him hitting two. I don't like Schwarber hitting two. Or I don't like Schwarber leading off. I like him hitting that two or whatever. So I think you can. Rob Thompson did a really good job of trying to move guys around to get them going. I'm perfectly fine with that. For every Bryce Harper that you have that hits three, this lineup isn't a, hey, we need everybody to be hitting in the same spot. Charlie Manuel would write the lineup, and for the most part, he could leave that lineup going when the Phillies were as good as they were. Rob Thompson couldn't do that, and Don Mattingly's not going to be able to do that. His lineup's not as good. So you got to move Trey Turner around. Trey Turner is a better player than he's played, obviously, and I do think he's going to have a stretch here where he turns it around and he raises that average up. I'm not all doom and gloom on Trey Turner. He does have 7.5 years left on his contract. That's not ideal. I'm not trying to tell you that's great, but he is still a good player.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was still the leader in average last year. I get it, albeit 305. It's still, though, he had a great season in the grand scheme of things. And it's only 2-3 months. What? Okay, you could count April, May. We're halfway through June. So you can give it a little bit of the benefit of doubt with March. So we can go somewhere close to 3 months. It's only been 3 months. He's having a bad start, 223. But we know how this works. We saw it last year with Marsh. Marsh had a bad start. He turned it around.
Yeah.
You know, it's not the end of the world if you get off to a slow start. Hopefully Trey can turn around. And yesterday would lead you to believe that he can go ahead and do that. He had 3 hits, I believe. Yeah, he was 3 for 5 in that leadoff spot. So it's great to have him out there, especially if he's getting on base, no matter which way he does in that leadoff spot, because you know he's a terror on the base path as far as stealing is concerned.
Yep. Ray, are you confident that Trey's going to turn this around?
In his career? Sure.
No, this year.
No.
You're not.
I mean, he just looks mechanically off. The swing right now looks ugly. And even that first hit yesterday was great. It was very nice to see. It wasn't exactly a scorcher. I know you need one to kind of get yourself going, but 2 of the 3 hits didn't exactly inspire me at he's swinging a great bat again. I think right now I'm more concerned about how loopy that swing is.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look pretty. And he's swinging at everything. It looks like he's guessing up there.
Well,
it's all right.
he is.
And that's a mental thing. I mean, this is a guy we've talked about. I mean, going back to the standing ovation year, it's like, yeah, you want to clear his mental space. You want to get him in a good spot. I mean, I think right now he's kind of overload of just thinking about what he's doing. And also, I think his level of annoyance with his level of production's kind of hit a new high. It concerns me, for sure. I mean, I'd love to think that he's going to get back to being that guy. But
it's a great point that we talked about after. I forget what game it was, but Kruk, it was just the second pitch of the bat, but Kruk said, yeah, now you're down 0-2, and that was a ball, and you should have never swung at that. And you're doing that when your approach at the plate, you don't have an approach at the plate, or you're swimming mentally. Because Trey Turner or a good hitter goes up there and recognizes, all right, it's 0-1. What am I going to see right here? Well, I'm not going to swing at this because it's out of the strike zone. But he's just up there swinging. And you see it with a lot of players. Trey is mentally, when he goes through it, he goes through it. We've seen that in his few years in Philadelphia. He's got to turn it around. I have confidence he can. Is he there right now? Man, I don't know. He's got to do it. You said 3 hits, but it can be deceiving.
yeah, I want to look here to see what he's hitting. I mean, breaking stuff is killing him. I mean, everything's killing him when you're hitting this way.
Of course.
Batting average against fastballs isn't bad. It's just...
Why would you throw him a fastball?
Yeah.
When he's going to swing at everything else.
Yeah, it's ugly.
So look at it this way, right? Like, are we confident the Phillies lineup can turn it around? And I'm not going to tell you that I am, but look at it this way, right? Has Trey Turner had a good season? No, he's underperformed.
No.
How about Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
Good season.
Mm-hmm.
Not going to go crazy, but
Can't say elite, but good season.
Good season. He's hitting 251, by the way.
Yeah.
He can't be in the 240s and make the All-Star team. Just saying.
How many bombs?
He's got
15.
15.
Good power. Need a higher average. 251, 15, 40. I would say Bryce Harper's having a good season, not a great season.
Well, he needs to be in the All-Star game because the game's in Philly.
Okay, but so then you do the work and not hit 243 when the All-Star game happens. If he hits 243, he doesn't deserve to make it, unless he has 20-some home runs. I love Bryce Harper. Like, come on. He's had a good year, not a great year. Brandon Marsh.
Great year.
Great year. Overperformed. Kyle Schwarber.
Wow.
25 home runs.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's a great year. It's a great year.
No issues with Kyle Schwarber. What we expected?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of. A lot of people were down on how many home runs he would get this year. Now, Bohm and Stott have turned it around. Both had 2 hits yesterday. Bowman's looked really good. I think Stott's had a good stretch here, too. So, overall, no. But, they've done better as of late. Crawford looks more palatable semi-recently. You have a sour look on your face when talking about Crawford.
No, I didn't. That was me.
Burping?
No, that was me yawning just a little bit there, and I bit it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And JT has not been good. So I guess my point is that this lineup really hasn't performed at all, and I think you can expect more out of a lot of these players. You should expect more out of Bryce Harper. You should expect more out of Trey Turner. The younger guys that we talked about, Bohm and Stott, they started feeling it a little bit. Man, they got to continue that. And Marsh has played. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you would think that Marsh maybe calms down a little bit with what he's doing.
Sure. Well, I'll tell you what. I expect them to get it going today. Unfortunately, Nola's getting the start, so I don't know what to expect there.
How about that?
NQS.
I'll be there.
Oh, you are?
Are you going to the game?
Yep.
How are you going to the game and then you're not
Getting
even
on a flight
packed
tomorrow?
You're not even
I'm
packed.
packed. Mostly.
There's no relaxing with this guy.
The
He's
last
on the
2
go,
nights,
go.
I've been relaxed.
Really?
Tuesday I was in.
You didn't go out.
Last night there was no food at the house because I'm going on a trip, so I had to go get something to eat.
See,
but I quickly came back home.
There he goes.
I quickly came back home.
Was Connor there?
I was home. No, we were like 2 ships passing of the night. I walked past garages. He was in garage. I had no idea. I would have stopped in garage if I knew he was in garage, but
Yeah.
I walked right by.
If I could turn back the hands of time, I'd be Ray.
I think you were.
Yeah, at one point.
Say, I don't know how
Insert
different we
pictures, take garage out. Yeah.
No, a less responsible Ray.
I didn't have a running mate like Connor though back in those days.
Smokey and the Bandit?
Yeah.
All right, coming up. We didn't play the voice memo from Bernard. We'll play that. We have another voice memo, and Ray's big trip to Jamaica starts tomorrow.
Come on.
Is he going to be purchasing weed in Jamaica? We'll discuss coming up next. Middays with Marks 975. Let's talk about Bet Parks for a second. Listen, your downtime can be fun time on the Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook app. So the sportsbook app, obviously we have that covered. We talk about it all the time on the show. Philadelphia baseball right now. You have this soccer tournament going on. And what I'm doing right now is I'm looking ahead to the futures in pro football. Because I have a parlay. I'm going to win $5,000 by picking the NFC division winners. All 4 of them, all right? Ton of going on. But how about the live casino games? What about online craps, blackjack, roulette, hundreds of online slots, and much more? Live bet games. Look at futures, bet games for tonight. Bet Parks online sportsbook app, the only online casino and sportsbook app I would ever recommend. And right now, new online casino users get up to $500 casino bonus back in your first 24 hours. The Bet Parks online casino and sportsbook app, where there's always another way to win. You must be 21 and in PA, New Jersey, Michigan, or Maryland. New users only. Terms and conditions apply. See betparks.com for details. Casino bonus must be wagered. Gambling problem. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Got something to say about
the San Loquido piece that came out with Carson Wentz, and
yeah.
So there was a lot of defense of Carson. I guess what I'm saying is, independent of Carson Wentz, does it feel like the Eagles have Jalen Hurts' back after everything that's been put out there in the media and everything?
I mean, I don't feel like they've run the bus over him, but I do remember when the Carson Wentz article came out, they went into a damage control mode. I think they had Carson meeting with some reporters afterward to give his side of the story and clear the air. And I don't know if their reaction this time around is a result of that, like a byproduct of, do we really have to do this every time? Because it's really not necessary, or if it's because they just don't. I don't think it's because of their relationship with Jalen Hurts right now. I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think that they just, it's Philly. This is going to happen. Stories are going to come out. It's been coming out even before Carson. So you have like different people in charge now too. It's not Doug Peterson and his crew anymore. So I thought Howie didn't do the greatest job of backing up Jalen Hurts, but I also didn't think he was like rolling the. Some people interpreted it as that's messaging from Howie. I didn't interpret it that way at all.
With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
But he's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh? You haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What do we down? We'll do some Phillies this segment. Big announcement coming up at 1 o'clock for all you Club Hurts people, which I'm not a part of. I've never been further away from Club Hurts, and it has nothing to do with Hurts. Your co-founder, Petrilli's pissing me off.
Petrilli.
No.
BP.
Yeah. He can't make up his mind whether we're friends or we're not. The two clubs. He can't make up his mind.
Yeah, when he's in at 1, I want to dive into that for a second.
BP.
Because I'm a little confused as well.
It's my guy.
With his behavior?
Yeah, with his behavior.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Anyway, so Ray, you are leaving for Jamaica. What time's your flight tomorrow?
11
a.m. direct flight?
Direct flight, which
Nice.
I got really lucky. Because they canceled the direct from New York to Montego Bay, which I was originally booked on. They're like, you could choose a replacement flight. And there was one in Philly that would have cost me more, but I didn't get no cost.
See, this is Ray's life. Everything just seems to slide right into place. That would never happen to me. I'd have to take a bus to Jamaica.
Yeah.
I know they live on an island.
You said you're packed already somewhat?
Somewhat.
You got sunscreen out in there?
I do. SPF 70.
Hey, Ray.
Ready to go.
All right.
Ready
Good.
on deck.
Good.
All right, so you're going down for a bachelor party.
Correct.
Who's getting married?
My buddy Noah. So childhood best friend of mine.
Childhood best friend. Is he spring forward?
Spring forward, yes. There'll be a number of spring forward. Well, there's like 4 or 5 of us.
So is same flight? Spring forward?
He's not the same. He's up in New York, so he lives in New York now.
But are you flying with a couple of people from here?
With one spring forward grad.
Okay.
So.
All right, some local people, so you're not going down alone. Where are you staying?
We were at Ocean's Eden Bay.
So
resort.
a hotel?
Yeah, a little all-inclusive resort.
Oh. Now, do you have your own room, or are you sharing a room?
Sharing a room.
Ooh.
2 beds in that room before the question starts being asked.
Of course.
That's not what I. That's not what
You
I
guys
was
have a swim up bar to the room as a I kid. Because the one time I was supposed to go to Jamaica, we were supposed to have that. I forget what happened.
Pool right outside the room.
Yeah.
I was looking at. I don't think we have those suites, but I'm looking to make friends with someone.
Oh, I remember what happened. The storm came through and like ripped it up like 4 months before we were supposed
really?
to leave.
So you
Yeah.
couldn't go?
Couldn't go. Yeah.
Oh,
Completely
wow.
My parents
ripped it
got
out.
trapped in Jamaica.
All right, now Ray, are you comfortable? Who are you rooming with?
This guy Joe.
What's up, Joe?
So you and Joe. Now
Joe, I've met him once.
let's say you maybe this is
I love bachelor parties.
maybe this is the perfect person for you to room with. Now let's say you guys are out and Joe and you both get lucky and the girls want to come back to the rooms. Maybe a couple of friends. You
Hey,
two
Ray.
link up. Are you comfortable celebrating with those women in the same room?
Hey now.
Lot for Joe to explain to his girlfriend up in New York.
Oh.
But hey, if that happens, it's a bachelor party,
Ray.
man.
Yeah. That's what it's all about. It's all
So
right.
you wouldn't say no, I can't do this. I need to be alone and have my own privacy.
I'm in Jamaica once, man.
How about that?
Now,
I didn't pay all this money just to come down
Now,
here.
you wouldn't use the same bed, would you?
No, we would not. I'm glad we found the line there.
Here's the question I have, because a bachelor party, it's always based off of the groom, obviously. So a trip to Jamaica, like my bachelor party was in Vegas. Go figure. So you know what I want to do. Let's go to Vegas. Let's get nuts.
Right.
Somebody wants to go to Jamaica. Does the groom want to get nuts, or is he relaxed? Is he?
He wants to get nuts, but it's not like we're gonna go clubbing.
At
nuts.
an
I think-
island resort.
Yeah, I think he just kind of wants. He wants golf. He wants a beach, and he wants to be able to booze from like sun up to sundown.
Dude, that sounds like a plan to me, bro.
Then
I can't wait.
why Jamaica and why not Bahamas? Because it's a hell of a lot closer.
So I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like we got cut some sort of a deal here where, one of the guys go in and maybe his family goes to this place. I don't know. I'm still
Gotcha.
kind of confused. This is probably the most passenger seat I've ever ridden for a trip before in my life.
It's got to be similar money, right? And you had said maybe you got a better deal because of something that's going on.
I just
'Cause,
know.
I mean, really, like it's going to be nice beaches. You're in a resort, so you're going to get good weather.
The one thing
allegedly.
I did hear about Jamaica is that you kind of want to stay on the resort. They come
a lot of
after you.
places.
They come, but I hear Jamaica they come after
In particular.
you. Yeah, more than anything. Now I could be wrong. This could be years ago. I just
saying, like-
meaning like people are constantly trying to sell you stuff.
something.
Yes,
Yeah.
meaning that, not safe.
So I've never been there, but when I went to Cancun, and this is a long time ago, you stay on the resort for the most part. But we also went. I forget where we went. I think we went to one of the clubs.
Oh yeah,
downtown.
you did. You got the whole strip. You got a little strip there. That I went
Right.
to, yeah.
And so you have that, but that's still kind of on the resort. You're not venturing out that far, but still, you're able to do that. Now in Jamaica, I hear that you don't even make it out of the airport, and people are trying to sell you weed.
Exactly, yeah. Coco Bongo, is that the club you went to in Cancun?
No, it was no.
We went to Coco Bongo, and I dropped a cup by accident off of the second floor, and it fell, and like the dude literally wanted to fight the whole party. It was ridiculous.
Because of you?
Well, I didn't drop it.
I see Coco Bongo.
Somebody
here.
bumped it, and it was mine. And then next thing you know, all hell broke loose. Coco Bongo, my head almost got
The
bombed.
place I went to must not be in existence anymore because this was 1996.
Ooh, wow, that is a throwback, dude. Yeah, it's probably not around. It's
I
30
wasn't even
years ago.
21.
Now, Isla Mujeres is a great time. You from Cancun, you go there.
The hotel's still there, though. Oasis Cancun's where we stayed.
There you go.
Yep.
Ray, going to Jamaica, do you have any duties for the groom?
Drink.
That's
Yeah,
it?
So you have no responsibilities.
No, he's been very low key about the whole thing. We're golfing Monday, and that's about it.
Nice.
So you leave tomorrow. When do you come back?
Tuesday. Land, I think, like 8 o'clock Tuesday night.
So Tuesday night. So Friday night you'll get at it. Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. So you have 4 nights. All right.
Yeah.
You can do some damage in those nights.
Well, I mean, if we're going to Jamaica, you might as this is 5 days feels like both the perfect amount of like what you're paying, but also like, if I think we went beyond 5 days, we'd probably be dead.
Ray, I can't tell you what I would give to be in your situation right now, going to an island resort with no responsibilities and just to have fun. So, so have fun, but be careful.
Yeah, about an hour from right now, I'm in full no responsibility mode for
International incidents? We going to have any of those?
That's what I worry about with Ray. Who knows?
I had to do the whole. I went up and got dinner with him, his fiance, in April in New York.
I remember that.
Yeah, and she was like, "Nobody off the resort." And I was like, "That's right. Noah's not going off the resort." So I got to make sure he stays on the resort.
So she's looking to you to be a leader.
Correct.
A responsible leader. Because I don't know the other people that are going. Is there the guy that going that the girlfriend the fiance wouldn't like?
Well, wouldn't like so strong phrasing. I would say the best man is definitely the lead candidate for that role in this trip.
Doesn't trust maybe as much as others?
Yeah, listen, I love my buddy Dave, but if there was one guy that's a bit of the wild card, we're the 2 single guys on the trip, so we kind of have to balance out the...
Sean Brace, we went over how many nights he's going to be there. This includes the airport.
Yep.
What is the over-under on Ray drinks?
Can I give insider information?
Yeah.
There's already a 12-pack of Red Stripes for the shuttle. So,
and that's where it starts.
That's where it starts.
All right.
Well, if we're doing the airport, then I'm going to have an airport beer tomorrow.
Okay, so it's all-inclusive, the resort, correct?
Yes.
Which means drinks are pretty much free?
Correct.
So he's getting free drinks on top of it. So he doesn't have to worry about they don't count.
No, all-inclusive does not include bail money, just so you know.
Gotcha. Thank you. I didn't know about that. I was trying to read the fine print on that.
Can't wait for man. You got me in the mood for some red stripe right now.
All right. Well, we can work on an over/under. Actually, let's let the text line and the YouTube chat over/under for Ray drinks on his vacation, alcoholic drinks.
They did a great job with the over/under for San Diego. It was just
over,
barely over.
Yep.
So you leave
Good line.
tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday home Tuesday,
but also home later, which means he could drink conceivably before coming back. Which I don't know if he will if he drinks for 4 straight days.
Yeah, there's a chance that Tuesday I wake up and I'm out of gas.
Wait. Do you hear that? It's Ray's liver saying, "Help me."
It's been screaming for years, man.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll set the line coming up, but also, a really, really cool thing that's going on with Club Hertz, because we have a big announcement coming up. Petrilli's going to join us in studio, and I'm not really sure what's going on with him.
Is this a debut? Middays and Mark's debut for BP? He's been on the show before.
After he was in the Kelsey belly.
Oh, I was not here yet.
Belly bucking.
Yeah,
belly bucking.
You know what? I looked at that and I go, man, that dude's a little weird. But now he's my right-hand man.
Right.
Yeah.
And, he's doing
I heard.
He's going down to the beer thing that they do.
Belly buck away. I might join him in some belly bucking festivities.
No Shirt Dom is his partner, I think. This fat guy that wears no shirt. They call him No Shirt Dom. I think that's what they call him.
I got a big belly. I can get involved.
Dude, I'd be in for you guys. You could have the day off if you went down there and
not that. I'm not that. I was talking about down at the link.
So the idea was to have a belly bucking tournament before the first playoff game on a Friday from somewhere in Delaware County, and I didn't get much support from people around here. We were too early into the tenure of the show. Next year,
I'll buck some belly.
All right, all that's coming up next. Club Hertz announcement. Middays and Marks 97.5.
Now on 97.5, the Fanatic Sports Update.
Painter sent down. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update brought to you by Modelo. Join Ricky Batalico Friday, June 19th from 7 to 9 p.m. at Independence Beer Garden in Old City for a Modelo match night. Enjoy $6 Modelo drafts, soccer giveaways, and match day excitement. Details at 975thefanatic.com. Andrew Painter struggled again yesterday, allowing 6 earned runs in just 2 innings of work. He was sent down following the game as his ERA has ballooned over 7. After the game, Andrew Painter talking about where he's at right now.
Early on, just kind of leaving fastballs over the play. The fastball's just getting hit right now. So, I think we just got to evaluate and just trying to find out who I am as a pitcher right now. So, just trying to navigate through that.
The Phillies will navigate a 3-game series with the Mets kicking off tonight. Aaron Nola, Sean Manaea, the matchup on the mound. World Cup action continues tomorrow night in Philadelphia, Brazil, and Haiti at 8:30. Sean Braid's live with Fanatic FC starting at 6:30 tomorrow night. 2 drafts on the way next week. Tuesday night, the NBA draft, and next Friday, it's the NHL draft. This update's also brought to you by Pico. When it's hot out, it takes more energy to stay cool inside. Pico offers tools to help you save money. Visit pico.com/summer. That's pico.com/summer. I'm Ray Dunn in your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
talking
about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2 years older. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure, even if they go out at the deadline and they get an impact bat in the outfield or they get another reliever, that they're even going to be good enough to beat the Dodgers at that point. But I think you are forced.
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks, Sean Brace, Ray Dunn. 1 foot out the doors. Vacation starts in 1 hour.
That's right, it does.
Joining us in studio, co-founder of Club Hertz, and really like the driving force. Obviously, Sean is the on-air component about it, but this guy's the heart and soul of Club Hertz.
No, there's no line about that.
Name's Brendan Petrilli, our promotions coordinator for 97.5 The Fanatic and Beasley Broadcasting Group. What's up there, BP?
We're chilling, fellas. We're chilling. We're having a good time. Club Hertz is growing. It's bigger than ever. We got some big stuff coming, and we're ready to bring it to the people.
All right, before we get to that, tell us about your what you have going on with Jason Kelsey and is it Beer Bowl? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, the Beer Bowl, beer games, whatever. Yeah, I'm competing in it. I'm competing next Thursday with my guy, No Shirt Dom. We competed in the belly bucking. I lost to him in the championship, but the two of us are going to come together, try to win $50K.
Yo,
that's the prize.
For $50,000?
For $50,000. Hey. I just found that out. Like,
hey,
yeah.
I got a 4-pack of tickets to the Franklin Institute, which is a great prize. Great prize.
Who gave it to you?
You did.
Yeah.
Wow. This is our prize guy. All right, so how many teams are in it?
I'm not 100% sure if they grew the amount of teams. I believe it was like 10 last year. Not 100% sure.
10?
Yeah.
So let's say they moved it to 25. How do you get in?
Dom and I, we just sent a couple videos in, showing our drinking abilities. Obviously, we can put down a few. Sean and I have put down plenty together, but put out some content, send it to their team. Got a DM the other day that we're in. So it's going to be awesome. I'm excited.
Now, the belly bucking you were talking about was when they had the podcast at what's it called? New Heights?
New Heights, yeah.
The New Heights podcast down at Lincoln Financial Field before one of the games. And they had the belly bucking, and you were live, and you were the runner-up. You won No Shirt Dom or runners-up?
Oh, yeah. Dom beat me in the final.
Oh, that's right.
Wow.
Yeah, Dom beat me. So, yeah, now we're coming together. Yeah, that was Thanksgiving, right? Or was it Thanksgiving
so.
Eve?
Yeah, it was that game.
So the Bears, yeah.
What is belly bucking for people that don't know?
Yeah, it was, belly bucking, hands behind the back. You really want to use the gut, and then you're going kind of sumo wrestling style, but using your bellies, push each other out of the circle, like, that sumo style circle, and drive them out with your belly. Some say Dom kind of cheated and used a lot of chest and upper body, but hey, we're together now. We're teammates. We're going to come together and try to win this money.
I was going to say there was controversy because he was following the rules. It did feel like No Shirt Dom was – it's like when Evander Holyfield used to headbutt on purpose.
Yeah.
That's kind of the tactic. It worked.
Well, who was the ref? Kelsey?
Yeah, Kelsey was, yeah. And they kind of talked about it on the podcast later. No big deal. My guy Jay had my back.
Nice.
And Trav, they were like, he kind of looked like it. But
Travi?
Yeah,
Uncle Travi?
Yeah, Uncle Travi. Maybe I get an invite to that too.
Will he be down? Because the last time I was down for it, because we used to broadcast from there, Travis was there. He came in, but then he left. He didn't stay for the whole thing. It's almost like he was ushered in for the pod in the contest, and then he left.
Yeah, we'll see. I think they got something important next week or coming up.
Oh,
so,
yeah, that's right. He's not going.
Yeah, I don't know. But there's been rumors that maybe the two of them show up. So maybe they had a drop out of the wedding. I can sneak my way in.
That's what I'm saying. Does the winner also get an invite?
Yeah, we'll see.
$50,000, Sean.
That's unbelievable. Yeah, that changes things.
So what's the actual game?
I think they have a bunch of different games. I have
Beer pong,
beer ball. I know they had like the big inflatable thing out in the water. They did like a time thing. You chug a beer and then see how fast you can get through the obstacle. I think they had a greased pole that you had to try to get to the flag at the end.
So it's Kelsey style Olympics.
Yes, exactly.
Now,
I think I'm built for it. So I'm excited.
And as people are looking on the the YouTube, like BP, don't let the figure kid you, because tell them your rugby background.
Oh yeah,
this is pure athlete.
No,
right
under
here.
the shirt he's ripped.
Pure, pure athlete.
It
right
may
here.
not look like it.
Pure athlete, BP. All right.
Yeah, ripped in the six pack's hiding.
He's got brains.
We're bringing the keg come next Thursday, if you know.
All right.
If you win the 50K, dude,
that's something.
I might retire. See a Club Hurts. See a Beasley. I'm out.
No, you can't leave Club Hurts.
You got to split down the middle. You and Big Dom, 25 each.
Yeah, 25 each. Yeah.
Which is why we're here. And so let's talk about it.
All right.
Big announcement. Before we get to that, what's your problem? What's your problem with Objective Club Hurts? No, there just seems to be like I respect you guys. I'm not a member of the club. I'm not trying to compete against you guys. I'm just making sure people know that they don't have to be in Club Hurts if they don't want to. But you're very territorial. You think like Sean's talking cease and desist. You're talking about some other stuff. So are we friends or not?
John, it seems like you've been definitely coming more towards our side lately on the Club Hurts side than the anti, the mouth breathers out there like Mad Mike. But
I'm not Team Sus. What is it, Club Sus?
Club Sus.
That Casey boy is the president of.
Yeah, so it definitely, I think we are at peace right now, but the guns could be armed and ready to go at any moment's notice. But
it's just like everything that's happening right now in life. Yeah, we're cool and calm over there, but
the buttons hover.
Okay,
we're right there.
Yeah. All right. So what do you guys got going on? Club Hurts. You should follow at Club Hurts on Instagram.
Yep.
That's how you don't become a member, but that's how you really start the process, unless you want to send an email, Sean.
Yeah, then you can email at clubhurts1@gmail.com. That's clubhurts1@gmail.com. You join us there. Trust me, join the fight. And I'll tell you what, BP, I know we have some other stuff happening right now at Club Hurts. What else we got cooking?
Dude, big time. First big move. Obviously, we were giving out the Club Hurts membership cards. The first 50 got them numbered. But right now, on the Fanatic store, we got Club Hurts Revenge 2026 shirts live on the Fanatic store right now.
Able to be ordered right now.
Right now. Great price point, $20.
Yeah.
OG members are getting hooked up for Club Hurts. Go to the Fanatic store. Go grab one. The shirt is awesome. Everybody talks about the jerseys going triple platinum on the Jersey Shore boardwalks. This shirt needs to go triple platinum on the Jersey Shore this summer.
I think it will. I really do.
You said it last night, and what did I say? $20 is for a T-shirt, man. You can't buy a T-shirt for $20. It's a good T-shirt, and it's a collie cotton, a cotton poly
there you go.
mix of 60-40 blend, which is what I go.
Oh, there we go.
4.3 ounce, John. All right, shoulder to shoulder taping.
So how do people get it?
Go to 975thefanatic.com. You'll see at the top of it right there, the store. Click on the store. You'll see it pop right up right away. Or you can go to Club Hurts. Club Hurts at Instagram. We got the link in the bio. Go give us a follow. Click the link.
Link in the bio. Link in the bio.
Got to put the link.
I don't think I've ever put the link in the bio for anything, but that is impressive. That's why BP's running the operation.
Describe the T-shirt to me, Sean.
All right. So the T-shirt. Look, we don't want C&Ds. We don't want any trademark issues. So we're wondering what we can do without crossing the line. So we kept it pretty cool up front. It says Club Hurts, so everybody knows what club you're representing. Number 1, let's go. It's our guy, right? That's the front. On the back, flip it around. Everybody loves the backside. Revenge Tour 2026 with the schedule for our team this upcoming season when our franchise quarterback, our Super Bowl champion, a guy that's never missed the playoffs, a guy that goes every single year dealing with new offensive coordinator, new play callers. It doesn't matter. The Revenge Tour is on. All the games are on the back of the T-shirt.
Keep the main thing the main thing.
Oh, right. Buy one for you. Buy one for your kid. Buy one for your wife. Buy one for your granddad. Father's Day is here.
Yep.
You can buy it and then maybe slip a little piece of paper and say, hey, your gift is in the mail. Yes, exactly.
Print out the picture of the shirt.
Dad won't mind. Join the club.
Join the club.
Support the cause.
Get in the club.
The best club.
Get in now. Get in now.
And, oh, by the way, just to let everybody know, we are working on a lot of other ideas.
Well, I'll just say that there's going to be a mixer at some point before the end of the summer. A Club Hurts mixer.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I mean, I would think wearing the shirt to Club Hurts mixer is the thing to do.
Yeah, you look, the jerseys, the jerseys, as long as you're representing one, that's all that matters. Club Hurts.
Ray, as a board member, you're awfully quiet in there. I'm still not buying that you're this high-level Club Hurts executive.
Well, can I air some board grievances right now while we're, I don't want to air dirty laundry here while we're all members of this board, except for you, John, which I was reading through the board group chat last night, which I got to be honest with you, I was a little off the grid last night, so I got to catch up on it. There was a question of whether or not we added someone from the competing club to the board of our club. And I'm just curious, Petrilli, where was that logic of adding John to the board of Club Hurts?
Wow. This is where I was saying we were in peace times right now, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, maybe we can convince him. We schmooze him around, and then we got another high-level guy in the club here. I didn't know we were airing out the group chat, though.
Yeah, he just did.
I am, because I feel like this is something that I didn't understand, which is when John's saying he doesn't understand the dynamic between the two of you, he thinks that you hate him. Meanwhile, you're trying to sneak him onto the board of our club.
Trying to trick me?
Just so you know, I said, no, he's in the other club. But I said if the thing grows, we will have to bring him in.
Objective Club Hurts is where you should be following on Instagram. Because you get objective opinions, including did you see my first post, Ray? It says, listen to this one. Jalen Hurts is a better football player than he is a quarterback. That's
I'm
objective.
sweating here. That's a take.
That's not he's a good football player, better than a better quarterback. He's a football player, man.
He's a winner.
He's a winner.
Who doesn't love a football player? We love talking ball around here. The guy just goes out there and absolutely knows how to win. And that's what he does every single time when we need him.
All right.
Hey, also, ladies, we got the Club Hurts Revenge Tour ladies tee available.
There's a separate tee?
Oh, yeah. That different cut? Yeah, for sure.
Sleek cut.
Yeah.
Good for, Jersey Shore.
And Ray will probably order one of them.
Ray?
For you got some to give out, yeah.
For your mini ladies, like Derek Jeter with the gift bags on the way
basket.
out. There you go. Yeah.
As a board member, I get access to those shirts, right?
Actually, I got a great idea. We'll give you a T-shirt gun with a couple of these, and as your lady friends are leaving your house, you just shoot it at them.
I was talking about him with wearing the lady shirt.
Oh,
repurpose that conversation.
All right, well, listen, BP, thank you very much. Congratulations on the success of Club Hurts.
Hey, if you're out and about, Sean and I, we got the cards on us. Tell us why you want to be in Club Hurts. We got them right in the wallet, ready to go. Bang, you're in.
So what are your many appearances this weekend?
Yeah.
If they find you, that you can get a Club Hurts.
That's right. I got a good 25 of them that I'll be giving out. Now, you got to be ready to join the club. I can't just be giving them out just, I'm not like Ray. There's a hot chick. Let me give her something. No.
When's the Kelsey thing?
Kelsey thing next Thursday.
Ooh, all right. Yeah. So we'll have to get the update on that afterwards.
Yeah, I'll definitely be putting some stuff out. Maybe we can get Jason in on it. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh, Jason Kelsey, a member of Club Hurts.
He did have his hands on Jason at all times.
Yeah, he did.
So it might be time for Jason to have his back. We'll see.
Ooh, there we go. All right, Brendan Petrilli, everybody, let's hear it for him. There he is, BP.
Follow us, baby.
Club Hurts. Taking over the Revenge Tour tee. Available.
I'm trying to see how many followers Club Hurts has.
Do I have to buy one, BP, or can I get a free one?
I don't think there's freebies out there even for you guys. What are you, crazy? Yeah, no. Listen.
I'm getting shut out with all the things on the air. Normally, when you do it on the microphone, you're supposed to get hooked up. I didn't get hooked up at Marion. All right, no. Brett didn't let me on Marion, and now I can't even get a free Club Hurts shirt. That's all right. I'll pay $20.
Yep.
Good deal.
And it's good Instagram page because you guys are putting out Hurts stuff. So if you're a Jalen Hurts fan, or you think that he's underappreciated and the Eagles aren't treating him right, or he takes on too much criticism, and I think he takes on too much criticism for sure, Club Hurts is a good place to be, Sean.
Yeah, it's the place to be.
There you go.
What did he post today? Did he post the Joe Burrow?
He posted 3 playoff wins, Lamar Jackson, and 2 Super Bowl trips, Jalen Hurts. And he put change the narrative. Change the narrative.
Man.
Yep. And I think Dutsy put that together, too. So Dutz is helping out with the graphic design of it. All right, so there you go. So one of the big stories today, Sean, is the Albert Breer came out with a mailbag. And in the mailbag, the question was about Jalen Carter. And, are they hesitant to give Jalen Carter a contract extension? And Albert Breer answered, yes. Look at not their words, but their actions and how they're acting towards Jalen Carter. and we talked about it earlier, I don't think that there's anything to be alarmed about, but I definitely think it's something to monitor. And, like, let's face it, I'd be hesitant to give him the money too.
Yeah.
You're talking about resetting the market. You're talking about $40 million maybe plus a year for a guy that isn't coming in the camp in shape. Bill Colarulo, earlier he reported that he was out of shape. I mean, I don't know if he wants that put out there, but he said it on the air.
No, you said it on our show, too, so I think we should put it out there.
Right, yeah, the Dutsy clip it. maybe he says don't put that on. But I guess the point is there's a lot of reasons to want Jalen Hurts here for the rest of his career. There's also reasons to not give him $40 million a year just yet.
You're talking Jalen Carter, correct?
Or Jalen Carter.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're good. You're good. When I was doing television at Fox 29 for a few years, they would always track the storm, John, and they would say, we're tracking a storm that's possibly on its way here. We're tracking this, tracking that when it comes to the weather. I think this is something we need to track. I do, right? I think it's an easy one for us to sit here and say, yeah, man, he deserves it. 9th overall pick. This is a guy you want to keep forever and ever and ever. But you could say that about so many players, no matter the franchise. It's just not how it works. There is some smoke and fire going on with the possible trade conversation with Myles Garrett, right? When there's smoke, there's fire. I think that there was some definitely conversations that involved Jalen Carter there. Could be Max Crosby, right? Could be potentially Jalen Carter's name being tossed around as far as that trade is concerned. I just don't think this is set in stone that Jalen Carter's going to get a brand new contract that's going to reset the market for that position on the defensive line. I just don't think that is something that is locked at this point in time. Howie Roseman's very smart. He's playing. He's only got a few cards that he could play. And, oh, by the way, you got to pay Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Jalen Hurts. There's so many other things you need to do. You just gave a monster contract to Jordan Davis, right? We can go down the list.
Sure did.
So this is a poker chip, a pretty big poker chip at that Howie Roseman has to get right. And just handing over a contract to Jalen Carter might not be the smartest thing to do right now.
It's a negotiation for a reason. You don't have to give him what he wants. Right? Yet. You don't have to. All right, so that's an Eagles angle to everything. Now, the Phillies and Andrew Painter. Painter sent down, right, would you agree that Rangel, say it.
Put some stank on it.
Rangel is going to be recalled. He's kind of a minor leaguer.
I don't know. That Gil Bryce Wilson thing's kind of interesting.
Bryce Wilson, I guess, could be the guy.
12 innings consecutive scoreless streak down at AAA. Not to get crazy, the Christopher Sanchez numbers, but here we go. Another scoreless streak in this organization.
Could have a future Cy Young in the minors right now. That seems most likely. So we have some voice memos. Sean Bernard from Crossing Broad. Here he is.
What's going on, fellas? It's Sean Bernard out in Manioc checking in from Crossing Broad and DraftKings Network. And pretty thrilled that the Phillies made the absolute correct decision to send Andrew Painter down. It was not fair for either him or the team to continue rolling him out there. I think the fix is a far more complicated conversation. Guys like Alan Rangel and Seth Johnson just smell like quadruple A type players to me. I think throwing Gage Wood into the mix at this point in the game, you're kind of asking for the same problems to be solved and running the same risk, even though he does have a little bit more experience due to his collegiate path and everything like that. So I think realistically, as we look to answer this sort of skyrockets starting pitching back to near the top of the Phillies trade priority list. I understand the top dudes are all rock solid, but you can't just have an empty hole in your rotation, and I think they got to attack at the trade deadline.
I think you can. I am not worried I'm not worried at all about the starter. I mean, Dave Dombrowski's made a lot of mistakes. He's got to figure this one out. All I need is 4 innings. I need 4 innings and 3 runs out of your starter.
What do you need out of your Aaron Nola, fourth starter?
Well, that's Ray's guy, so you're going to have to talk with that. But to your point, the bullpen's going to be taxed. That is offset a little bit by the innings that Sanchez and Wheeler and Luzardo should give you. Luzardo doesn't go as deep in the games as the other two do. But still, you're going to need the bullpen. That's going to tax the bullpen for sure. If you can find a guy that can give you 5 or 6 innings, that's fine. I mean, really, Aaron Nola is your 5th starter, and you need to upgrade your 4th starter. That's really where you're at. And they were hoping that Painter would be the guy because he's got, they thought he had the stuff where he did before Tommy John, that he could be the guy that could step it up and be like, all right, he starts the season as the 5th. He's really the 4th best starter because Nola is what he is. And Nola's your 5th starter. You need, for next year, you need to figure this out. For the rest of the season, I'm less worried about it because he's not going to pitch in the playoffs.
No, you're right. It is a different story when it comes to playoff time. However, you still got to continue to win ball games.
You do.
You know, we know that there's going to be a little bit of a lull. You got those summer months, the dog days of summer, fast approaching. Teams will somewhat get better, right? You'll see some of that too as well. Philly's got to figure this out. And I think more importantly, the bats have to continue to stay hot or deliver. I don't know if we've reached ever a hot point yet this season, but they got to deliver a little bit more. I'm telling you, though, more about this Painter situation brings me back to the farm club and the fact that this organization can't reload. They're not getting anything right when it comes to prospects, and that's unfortunate. And I don't know, man. Somebody's got to step up and take that on, take fault for that.
Crawford slides in, not very good. Painter slides in, not good.
Yep.
So your young guy's coming up. Bohm, for the most part, it's been a disappointment. He's been okay, but not for being a top 5 pick. Stott, first-round draft pick, he's had his moments.
Yep.
Right? Like, you can't say that Stott was a slam dunk great draft pick. You certainly can't say that about Bohm.
Now we're scouring for pitching
Now you're scouring.
Ray used that word. I don't think I've ever used the word scour before, but I like it.
You may have never scoured before.
I'm not a scourer.
Did you scour for women in your single days?
Well, yeah, I guess you could say maybe scoured. I like the sips.
We've all in the single days scoured for women.
Yeah.
Or presently scouring.
Ray's a scout. He does it online.
What's it like to scour, Ray? Yeah, online scouring is not the same.
Concerning. Online scouring.
It's
That's
concerning. See, we have no context for it because we didn't live during that. During that era.
No, thank God I did not.
That's bad.
But I do remember scouring at Center City Sips. That was always fun times.
Am I too old for that?
No. Hey, you're in your prime, dude.
I don't know.
You may not be young enough.
I'm not too old enough.
No. We already talked about it. We're gonna have a show meeting at Center City Sips.
That's a good point.
I may be almost 50 years old. I'm not too old for
I'm upset. I haven't even been to Pagano's yet.
Listen, I get VIP at Matty Pagano's. I can text Matt right now.
When did this conversation take place? When's the Center City Sips?
Well, we still have to get a date, but
I didn't hear this.
Ray, I forget
how we show meeting because we're going to start doing show meetings Wednesday afternoon.
Oh, that's right.
And then Ray said Sips, and I said, well, let's just go to Sips.
I love it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
That was so much.
I'm in.
I'll scour.
Yeah, let's be very clear. I'm in. There is no doubt in my mind. You tell me we're going to Sips, I'm in.
Wait, hang on. Let me bring that back. I'll scour for Ray at Center City Sips these days. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not scouring.
My scouring days are long gone.
No, we're going to live vicariously through. That's what I do now. I live vicariously through you, Ray. I've reached that point in my life where it's like I look at you and I'm like,
that might be scarier than online dating.
Ray the Scourer. I can't even say it.
All right, you scour in Jamaica, but be careful. All right? I don't need you coming home needing antibiotics after your vacation.
Hey, now. Especially
Look,
there.
Look, find one good bachelorette party, all right? That's all.
Yeah, that's what you need. You need a bachelorette party where you have like-minded individuals.
Correct. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I went to Vegas with my buddy Bub for his bachelor party.
What's up, Bub?
And I asked you the question about are you sharing a room because we were, I guess, a little bit like I was older than you. I was probably early 30s, and I was 32, and like my buddy Pete was like, "Oh, let's share a room," because he's cheap, and I'm like, "Dude, I ain't sharing a room in Vegas. Like, I make enough money right now. I don't need to share a room."
I was on a bachelor party in Vegas, and they shared a room, and they got robbed. True story.
What?
Yep, got robbed. And you know exactly how it played out? Yep, exactly how it played out. One dude came back, had a friend. Next thing you know, everything was cleaned up.
Gone.
And he's like, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, no, we do.
That sounds like Ray.
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
Ray. I'm not bringing anything valuable down there, man. That work laptop's staying at home.
All right, check it out. Franklin Institute tickets coming up next. We have a 4-pack. So we're going to do our Throwback Thursday. Sean, we're going back 50 years.
Whoa, 50.
And I got a question. The first person that answers it correctly on the air wins the 4-pack of tickets. We'll tell you about that coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5, The Fanatic Sports Update.
Painter set down. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Andrew Painter struggled again yesterday, and the Phillies lost to the Marlins. 2 innings, allowing 6 earned, a pair of home runs. His ERA is now over 7, and he is going on down to AAA. He will be with the Iron Pigs as he tries to figure out just what exactly he needs to stay at the Major League level. Him after the game yesterday.
Early on, just kind of leaving fastballs over there to play the fastballs just getting hit right now. So, I think we just got to evaluate and just trying to find out who I am as a pitcher right now. So just trying to navigate through that.
Phillies going to navigate 3-game set with the Mets starting tonight. Aaron Nola, Sean Manaea, the matchup on the mound. World Cup action continues tomorrow night in Philly. Brazil, Haiti at 8:30. Sean Brady's live with Fanatic FC starting at 6:30 tomorrow night. 2 drafts next week for you. Next Tuesday, it's the NBA draft. Next Friday, the NHL draft begins. This update's brought to you by the Share a Ride Match program. Whether you're visiting Greater Philadelphia for their summer festivities or you work and live in the region, there's a better way to get around. Try transit or carpooling instead of driving alone. PACarpool.org. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Should the Phillies trade for Mike Trout? Should the Phillies trade for Skubal? Because you know what? Here, kids, the Phillies don't have what it takes to get either player. Spoiler alert, they don't have the quality of talent that it would take to get the 2 most sought-after players that could be available at the trade deadline. Now, there will be a lot of gas bags in this market. Hopefully they're not in this building that will tell you, oh, they should go get Skubal. They should go get Mike Trout. They can't get Mike Trout. Here's the reason. The Phillies have problems right now. Can they go to their minor league system and go get some top prospects? Somebody to call up that everybody would say, hey, this could solve a problem? Andrew was just talking about it. Hell no. It looks like the picked over shelves at a Giant the day before a blizzard. They got nobody. Nobody's coming to save the day from the minor league system. There is nothing coming to help the problem. So if you don't have prospects that are ready to come up and ready to help you at the major league level, how do you think you are going to be able to get one of the top pitchers on the market or top players on the market? Especially one of the top players on the market who has every opportunity in his entire career to come here and play and has rejected it. Could have found his way here on his own and rejected it. Would rather play in anonymity in the shadow of Disneyland. No. What it is the Phillies don't have it. You know who does? The Dodgers, the Braves, the Yankees, other franchises who are contenders that are right now, by the way, teams that are better.
First of all, starting the tweet with sorry Philly fans. Like, what are you sorry about? Like, what do we need to be sorry about? Like, the New York Knicks fans who looked like absolute trash half of this finals, and I know it's not all of them, half of this finals doing the stuff they were doing in the streets, beating people up, doing all this ridiculous stuff. that number one, we're supposed to feel good for them? Or how about the fans that came down to Xfinity Mobile Arena and they chanted bleep and bead as loud as they possibly could every single time they were in the building? We're supposed to feel good for them? And then even if they didn't do any of that stuff, even if they were the greatest fans in the world, we're Philadelphia. That's New York. New York looks down on this city. They've always looked down on this city. They've always accused us of being a second-rate city. We're supposed to feel good? Oh, but poor Knicks fans. They've waited since 1973, and if you don't appreciate that, you don't like sports. Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not going to feel good for these ridiculous Knicks fans. Do you think those Knicks fans felt good for Philadelphia in Super Bowl 52? Were they out on the street saying, wow, look how united the city of Philadelphia is. Yay, Philly. Yay. Come on with that stuff. Get out of here. And every fan is coming at Sealski, and they're right. Like, don't lecture the city of Philadelphia. With what we've had to put up with from New York, we're now supposed to be, yay, Knicks fans. Like, I appreciate what Brunson did and Josh Hart and Karl Anthony Towns and OG Anunoby. Like, I feel good for the players. I feel good for the players. They deserved it. They earned it. They're a likable team. But to sit here and lecture the Philadelphia fans that we're supposed to feel good for the Knicks fans? Come on, Mike.
So let's do that. Now, Andrew Salciunas has the day off today. It is not because of a clip that went viral from our show last week about Jalen Hurts. He's got regular vacation, but he was getting ripped because he said his number one question for the Eagles this year is about Jalen Hurts' performance at the quarterback position with the change in offense, Sean Mannion now taking over. What is your evaluation of that? Is that your number one question?
My number one question for this team this year would be if the offensive line can stay healthy and hold up. And it's not a very sexy question, right? Like, if the offensive line isn't healthy, we can't get Landon Dickerson and Cam Jurgens and Lane Johnson back to health. I don't care what plays Sean Mannion's calling. They're not going to have much of a chance. The offensive line has to be better. It has to be healthier. They've been the foundation of that team for so long. They've been responsible for so much success. We're talking about elite, all-time Eagle talents. So I don't say this in a critical way, but I say it in a way in which the offensive line has had to play through some injuries, and it's aging. And are they going to hold up and hold together?
There was one video you were showing me. There was this woman up on a sign or a pole. Wow. And she threw somebody off, and then somebody came up to her and started ripping her by her pants and ripped her underwear off and everything.
Yeah,
she had the boot, and she was twerking up there.
There's some crazy videos already out there, but that's expected. I'm not
in New York.
As long as they're not fighting, stabbing people, beating people up, ripping jerseys off. She was ripping her panties off. It was crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll see that video. If that video gets topped, I'll be shocked.
That might be the one.
I think that's definitely the leader in the clubhouse, as we say here right now.
All right, Sean, we have we're going to send it back to 1976, the year I was born. I'm a bicentennial baby.
How about that?
How about that, Ray? So,
how about that?
We have a 4-pack of tickets to Universal Theme Parks, the exhibition at the Franklin Institute. And it's amazing, all right? You're exploring how theme park attractions like Jurassic World, Minions, Super Nintendo World, they all come to life through hands-on exhibits, cutting-edge design, and storytelling innovation. You can get your tickets today, FI, that's for Franklin Institute, fi.edu. Great, something to do on Father's Day. your wife or your mom, what you want to do on Father's Day? Let's go to the Franklin Institute. The whole family can enjoy it. Ray, if you weren't in Jamaica, I'm sure you'd be down there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Give me a little, well, you don't have to give the music just yet. Oh, yeah, go for it. All right, 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. If you want to compete, it's a question that a lot of people will know. So I'm not going to give the answer just yet because I don't want people cheating. But the first person that gets it correct on the line is going to win. 610-632-0975, all right? But let's send it to 1976. Sean?
Yeah.
1976 was a good year because I was born.
Nice.
But it was also the celebration of the nation's independence.
Okay.
Just like we're doing in 2026.
That's right.
There we go. But so a lot that was going on involved all of those things. And I'm sorry I'm scrambling because I'm trying to pull up the sheet that I had.
Well, it's quick math, John. I would say that's 50. So 200 years ago. 200. That was 200. We were celebrating 200th birthday.
Correct.
Because this would be 250, Ray.
Because it was signed
in 1776. I can't joke about that because people were tweeting me going, yeah, Brace. Come on, dude. Yes, I know, 1776. I joked with it.
Yeah, just kidding. All right. So 610-632-0975. The price of a new house in 1976 was $44,200.
Stop.
Price of gas, Ray? 59 cents a gallon. Oh, wow. Now it got much higher later on in the 70s. A gallon of milk, $1.75. Monthly rent was $200. Gerald Ford was the the president. Jimmy Carter beat him. Average individual salary, $8,000. Popular TV shows.
1976?
Yes.
What do you got?
Happy Days.
Oh, wow.
Laverne and Shirley.
Oh, yeah.
Charlie's Angels. And MASH. Popular songs. Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Elton John. Disco Lady by Johnny Taylor. Play That Funky Music, White Boy by Wild Cherry. Queen. Bohemian Rhapsody was bigger with Wayne's World than it was
no doubt
in
about
1976.
That. I also see Hotel California was released in 76.
Some good songs.
That's a great tune.
Steelers beat the Cowboys. The Canadians sweep the Flyers.
The Canadiens.
And the Reds beat their second straight in a row, beating the Yankees. The Flyers made their third straight Stanley Cup in 1976.
Wow.
There you go. Phillies lost. They had 101 games. They won 101 games. Danny Ozark was the manager. Paul Owens was the GM. They lost to the Reds in the NLCS. Some good teams. Hal Carmichael had 503 receiving yards. Vince Papale played in 14 games.
Vince.
How about that? And the Phillies, the Sixers won 50 games. 50-32 on the season.
I love Vince Papale.
All right, here's the question. 610-632-0975. In 1976, the highest grossing movie was what? In the year 1976, the highest grossing movie at the box office was what? This is all of North America. Let's go to Andy in Lambertville. Andy, the highest grossing film in 1976 was what?
I'm in between two. I'm thinking about there's the shark movie Jaws. I think that was 1977. So I'm gonna say 1976. Maybe the one with Dustin Hoffman, The Graduate.
That is incorrect, Andy. I apologize. This might be tough. I, for whatever reason, knew this. Maybe because I was born in 1976.
Okay.
Some movies from 1976. Highest grossing films will start at 10. Number 1, 610-632-0975. Midway was 10. Don't know what that is. Bad News Bears was 7.
What a great movie.
An underrated movie we don't talk enough about.
Yeah, drink beers, hang out in the dugout.
Buttermaker.
Yeah, hold it.
Water Mathau.
Oh, yes.
The Omen, All the President's Men, King Kong.
All the President's Men is a great movie.
Was number 3.
King Kong, wow.
A Star Was Born, number 2. Number 1 was what, Drew?
Rocky.
Rocky Balboa. Rocky's correct. Drew, you win the 4-pack. Hang on a second, buddy. That's correct. $55,900,000 in North America in 1976 alone. There you go. Yep.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hey, I remember reading something where it just played. They just kept playing it over and over and over again. Like, especially in Philadelphia, they would just have movie theaters that never got rid of it.
So I think today Brazilian folks are all meeting up at the Iraqi statue at the Art Museum steps today.
Are they going to put a Brazil jersey on Rocky? Because that is not proven wise.
You're right.
At least because that's against our teams.
Yeah. Like, I don't mind it from the Brazil standpoint, especially Brazil. They're really good. Ecuador did bite them in the backside. They ended up losing that game. But I'll tell you what, that's a meetup that I would not mind taking part in. Brazilian folks seem like they're going to have some fun times, though.
They're very nice people,
yeah.
the Brazilians.
Yeah.
Great personalities, right?
If they need
a lot of time before my flight tomorrow.
If they need somebody to help them show them around this fine city of ours, I think Ray Dunn is available.
I make a great tourist.
Couldn't you see Ray on an elevated bus doing the tour guide with the microphone?
Ray, 3 Brazilian ladies pull up to you. Where are you taking them? Where are you showing?
No, that sounds like a Twitter question for his flight.
Hello, Ray. Are you the great Ray Dunn? This is my Brazilian accent.
That's a terrible.
It's really bad, honestly. You're hurting our ability.
Where do we go in Philadelphia? Where are you taking?
Have you ever met a Brazilian before?
No.
I don't think
You're somewhere from the Mediterranean right now.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Raymond. Where do we go in Philadelphia?
Well, I'm probably taking him somewhere in Fishtown because
Yeah.
I'm a big walking distance from my home type of guy.
He needs to go. Yes, exactly. How about the garage?
How about
Hey,
that?
This is a Philly landmark. Look, they got all the Phillies on the side.
That's it.
Phillies legend Alec Boehm, Phillies legend Bryson Stott, Phillies
Where's the
legend
Liberty
Brandon
Bell? Oh, it's around the corner. I'll
Yeah.
take you there in a second.
Come meet my friend Connor. He's at the bar as well.
Yeah.
The mayor of Philadelphia, Connor. You want to meet the mayor of Philadelphia? His name's Connor.
There you go.
He's wearing a pair of thigh meat shorts. He's probably half drunk by now. He had some short shorts on today again. And they're tight, but he has strong thighs and a strong core.
Some short enthusiasts around these parts.
I think he's also Fishtown, so it plays into the Fishtown dynamic.
Yeah.
Right?
I get uncomfortable when my shorts creep up. These guys just rock it. Thigh meat hanging out everywhere.
If it's not hitting the middle of my knee, they're too short. I can do just above the knee now, but it still feels a little unnatural.
I'd go like Fab 5 if I could. Remember the
Allen Iverson shorts?
It even got even crazier, like 2005. Shorts down to their shins.
Yep. All right, coming up, YouTube chat recap with some voice memos, and we'll wrap it up. Middays with the Marks, 97.5.
Ricky Bottalico.
Cut his body.
With Lamar,
it's changed. You're right.
He's won the MVP and he's never made a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And Lamar's not 25 years old, right? Josh Allen, as far as I'm concerned, needs to start getting criticized. Because if you're going to hold everybody to the same standard, then guess what, Josh, you haven't been to a Super Bowl. It can't be the team's fault every time. Joe Burrow's took a terrible organization to the Super Bowl, right? So Joe Burrow, just by going to a Super Bowl, kind of gets checked off that list. It's like, all right, you're not in the same. No, like Justin Herbert. What are we doing here? Justin Herbert's not in this rookie contract.
Nope.
Justin Herbert's lost how many big games?
A lot.
A lot, right? Is it all his fault? It doesn't matter if it's all his fault. It doesn't matter. It's the quarterback. And Justin Herbert, how many playoff games has Justin Herbert won? Has he? Has he won one?
Didn't he just win one?
I think he won one.
I know he threw a bunch of interceptions in that one game against Houston. That was the loss, obviously. And then I think last year he was able to get a win, right? Let me pull that up.
All I'm saying is, at what point do these quarterbacks start getting criticized? Lamar Jackson's fair game. He's not winning the big game. That's a good organization. Now they have a new head coach coming in, and I like Lamar. The dude just needs to get to a Super Bowl. Period.
He hasn't won one.
Are you crazy? And when people talk about Justin Herbert nationally, oh my God, Justin Herbert. What a great quarterback. What a great player. Even the one time we were talking about him on the air after he lost the playoff game, it was like, oh, that's the offensive line. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
But like, where are the details on Jalen Hurts? The only details we worry about are Jalen Hurts. Lamar Jackson gets a little bit of it.
You know the saying up the creek
without a paddle?
Yeah. I love how everybody's like, go get Mike Trout, go get this guy, go get that guy, go get Christian Walker. What the hell are you going to trade for him?
Well, then that leads me to my next question for you.
Unbelievable.
When you look at their top 10 prospects,
yep,
talking about the Phillies, Aiden Miller still ranked number 1, although he's hurt. And number 2, quickly rising up the ranks, is Gage Wood. Would either one of those guys be untouchable for you at this deadline if it meant you could get that impact outfielder? Would you trade Gage Wood? Would you trade Aiden Miller? Because here's where I am, Ricky, before you answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very concerned about the future of the Philadelphia Phillies, right? I'm very concerned that the farm system has been depleted. But at the same time, I don't believe it's going to be Gage Wood that's going to make or break this team 3 or 4 years from now. Because guess what happens 3 or 4 years from now? You got a lot of old guys on this team.
And
so you need to go all in now because it's your best chance in the next 5 years. If they don't go all in at this deadline and do everything possible to fix this lineup or fix the back end of the bullpen before Duran, maybe even get another starter, you're not going to win a World Series. And if you don't win a World Series this season, there could be a lockout next year. You might not have Zach Wheeler in 2028. Harper's going to be 2 years older. Schwarber's going to be 2.
Stolen from Africa. That's later on. Brought to America. Fighting on the river. Well, Ray has got 15 minutes left until he becomes a Buffalo Soldier.
Love it.
You could have went a little Gregory Isaac or some Black Uru.
When I get back, I'll have
Jimmy
a deeper
Cliff.
understanding.
Jimmy Cliff.
He's going to have an accent when he comes back.
Yep.
Ray's going to have dreads.
Did you see Ray growing his hair long and having red dreads? Awesome.
I thought we would have gotten the AI picture at this point. Of me with dreads. But
Can we quickly get Ray with dreads?
You guys got 5 days of that, or 3 days, I guess.
Yep.
I'm not here Saturday.
So it's going to be in Jamaica. I'm not going to want to call you from Jamaica.
No,
because that's international, not domestic.
I think I could drop a voice memo though.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Reggae boys.
All right. What else did I want to say? A couple things here. Do we have a voice memo? Any voice memos? Let me say, Angry Al checked in with the diaper conversation, and he's had some medical issues, so I guess he's experienced. He said, when we brought this up earlier, because Sean was saying how uncomfortable he was at the Roots picnic, because he had to go to the bathroom and he didn't want to lose a spot. I recommended wearing an adult diaper. Angry Al says that you can pee in it once, but other than that, you only do it once.
Yeah.
You can't do it twice. It doesn't have that much absorption.
No, especially from the adult.
But would that have helped you to be able to pee once?
Yeah, it's just uncomfortable though, man. That's got to be, that's got to be tough.
Would you be able to stand in a crowd and actually pee?
No, and
pee
then
yourself?
Could you really have a conversation with somebody with a wet diaper on? That's got to be tough. That's got to really change the vibe.
Well, let's try it.
Again,
let's get Negative Nate in here wearing a wet diaper.
Negative Nate.
90 seconds with Nate.
Yeah. And a
90 with Nate.
Negative Nate.
All right, so there's that. Do we have voice memos before we get to the YouTube text? Go ahead.
Hey, all. This is Austin here in Jupiter, Florida, financial analyst. Listen, what can we really say Dave Dombrowski has done to push this team towards a championship? I mean, Christopher Sanchez wasn't here. Zach Wheeler wasn't him. Harper was already here. Yeah, I'll give him Schwarber. Schwarber was a great deal, but he also did Castellanos, who we're still paying for. He did Taijuan Walker, who we're still paying for. He did Austin Hayes. He did Whit Merrifield. He did Adolis. He did Max Kepler. I mean, sure, he brought in Duran, but he also brought in Duran midway through the season after he neglected the closer in the offseason. You know, he signed Trey Turner, but I'm pretty sure anybody in the world could have signed Trey Turner if they were able to offer him a decade-long $300 million contract. And Trey hasn't really done all that much anyway. So, I mean, I feel like Dave Dombrowski as Phillies GM has been closer to a disaster than any sort of successful.
Well, I mean, I don't want to say disaster because they have won how many Easts in a row?
We have a good club. Correct.
They went to the World Series, but how much of that did he have to do with?
We have a good club.
Yeah, I mean, I think Bill's doing this early in the show today. Bill and Ricky are doing this earlier in the show today. Seriously, when I say Dave Dombrowski move, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Taijuan Walker, Nick Castellanos? Schwarber's excellent. That should be one of the first things you think of.
Yeah.
But other than that, Nola?
Got the closer here.
I blame, that was a good trade. But again, like he went out and traded assets that were here. He didn't draft. I mean, I guess he could have been here when they signed him internationally. But like, yeah, you get credit for that. But Taijuan Walker, Nick Castellanos, the disaster signings in the bullpen. They can't find outfielders on one-year deals. Not only are they not good, they're not good.
Nope.
I think we have a good club.
Right. And then you have to siphon your farm system to try to make up for what you're not getting in the free agent market or you're failing in the free agent market. So for the most part, I'm a Dave Dombrowski fan. I'm starting to get over Dave Dombrowski. I'm ready to get a new GM in here. I don't think we're that far away from it. Maybe not this year, next year. You agree, Ray?
Well, I don't know. He operates like a guy that's very, very safe.
No, I don't disagree. But he also, you think Dombrowski's going to be here after, let's say they don't win the World Series this year. They don't make the World Series this year, and then the same thing happens next year. Isn't it kind of like it's a good time to move on? Fans are going to be pissed.
Yeah, fans be pissed. I don't know.
I'm not saying it's a lock, but I'm saying that I'm ready for him to kind of be getting.
We'll be sick of him, especially if they don't win it this year, which I'm not anticipating they do.
There's not a good enough moves that he's made to where I can say no, he's done a really good job. He hasn't.
No,
he really hasn't.
Got a good club, not a great club.
Does have a good club, but only Bryce knows if he can be elite or just good.
I guess we only find out if he becomes elite or he continues to be good.
I don't think we talked about this. Do you think they're winning today? An eye on the mound for the Mets.
It's weird because they're off tomorrow because of the World Cup.
Yep.
2 or 3. Okay. 2 or 3. Yep.
Don't matter how they get there, just get 2 or 3.
Yeah, I honestly don't even know who they're.
Ray, Nola tonight, your expectation?
Since I don't have to answer for it tomorrow, 7 scoreless. Let's have ourselves a night.
Yeah. Better chance that you go 4 scoreless in Jamaica than him going 7 scoreless.
I would say there's probably a good chance of me going 4 scoreless in Jamaica.
That was good.
How about that?
That was really good. How about Painter? Ended up with 3 strikeouts. What do you have, 2 innings?
He led the inning off with a strikeout.
Yeah, he had
first inning.
He had 3 strikeouts. It seems if he had 4 or 5 innings, he might have hit 5. If he would,
that's right. You had the over on the strikeouts yesterday.
Oh,
great
God.
pick.
Nola is 5+. Whoa, no, you're not going to touch that. Nola's 6+ at +110.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not betting Nola.
No,
ever.
Hell no.
Sanchez Peralta on Saturday, and then
Sanchez Peralta. Okay,
it's a good one. And then Sunday, which is Sunday Night Baseball, Wheeler against undecided.
Kruk in the booth.
Okay.
Kruk and John Franco.
It's a Peacock game. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
With Jason Panetti.
John Franco. Okay.
Yeah.
John Franco, I like that.
Yeah, interesting. I haven't heard Franco talking forever, but Kruk definitely. Yeah.
All right. YouTube chat recap. Go.
It's time for the YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in?
Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Go.
I give Brace props.
He hosts all these happy hour events and gets to tell the wife, sorry, hun, it's for work. Tommy John from the chat.
True. Oh, I hope she's not listening because that's an argument we have often. Oh, it's a work function, huh? You're working.
Are you getting paid for these?
Yeah, but I'm telling you, it always leads to an argument.
Oh, I'm not denying that.
Yes. The issue is I will spend a couple bucks while I'm at these work functions, and then half the time I end up cutting in half what I'm paid to do, and
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Staying out later.
Yes, that too.
Binging.
Texting about -8.
I'm done at 8, but I don't get home till 1. How did that work?
Oh, there were people I had to talk to there. The reps from the company.
It's a work function.
All right, what's next?
What is more devastating, Bill's hairline or Schwarber's exit velocity in the summer? Dune from the chat.
Wow. How's Bill's got a bad hairline?
Yeah.
Is it going?
Yeah.
He needs to see your people.
We've talked about it a while ago.
Why isn't he doing it?
I just think he's fine with where he's at. He looks good with the shaved head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that will change the game.
Yeah, he's fine with the shaved head, just like you. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to hold on as long as I can. He's got the bald spot in the back, and then he kind of does he combs his hair in the front. So if you just see it from the front, it looks okay.
All right. Man, he does television too.
He talked about Ricky balding yesterday, and Booney, as a response, zoomed into the bald spot on NBC Sports Philly. It was hysterical.
Hey now.
What's next?
John doesn't like thick cut meat because it reminds him too much of college. Joe Lopez from the chat.
Thick cut meat in college.
I like feeling it in my hands and thick cut meat, man.
Yeah, I didn't take the typical college track that most people do.
Thick cut meat was from yesterday. That's what it was.
Was it?
Yeah, it was the sandwiches.
Oh, that's right. All right, sorry. Yeah, the hand was unacceptable. The cut of it. I got it.
After this weekend, Red Stripe won't be the most consumed ginger product in Jamaica. JM from the chat.
Hey, Ray.
Get yourself a Red Stripe. Yeah, man.
Red Stripe tastes good. I don't even know what it tastes like.
Ray's going to come in talking with an accent on Tuesday. Let me tell you about the Phillies.
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Oh,
Yes,
back
I'm
Wednesday.
expecting back Tuesday.
All right, any more?
I joined Club Hertz, but why did I have to get a back alley physical and give my banking info? Joe R. from the chat.
It's just part of the process. You got to trust it. Keep the main thing the main thing. We want to make sure everybody's healthy.
Don't ask questions in Club Hertz. Just follow directions.
Let's see. Those people are idiots. I love the YouTube chat. I think it's a great way to close up the show.
All right, over under. Has it been set? Have we gotten?
No, we got 76 from someone.
Whoa. No.
That feels like a lot.
Yeah, that's
What's the
too-
average a day? Over 10. So like 15 a day.
Oh man, 15.
That would be close to 76. That would be 75.
Yeah, but so I'm thinking 4 main days
Okay.
at 15, which would be 60.
54 felt like.
Oh, that line's telling me to take the under, which I'm not going to do.
All right, so 51.5, you feel over?
Let's go 55. I take over.
55.5, you go over on 55. Yeah, I'm going over.
And it starts with the shuttle. All right?
Okay, not at the airport.
Not at the airport. It starts with the shuttle, since you had said you had beer in the shuttle.
Sounds good. I'll make you guys
I think
proud.
it's a light line. I'm going to take the over as well.
Over. All right. There you go. Coming up next, it is Ricky and Bill. Ray, be careful, buddy. Have a great time in Jamaica. We'll talk to you next week. See you.
Now. Realmuto's going to be 2 years older. Trey Turner's going to be 2 years older. Like, you see where if you don't do it this year, the future does not look bright for the Philadelphia Phillies, and you don't have any prospects that are coming to save the day. So it's weird because I'm not sure